Floyd and he was me,
Yeah.
he wouldn't never have to fight again because that exhibition shit,
Yeah.
as me being his little brother, hey, little bro, we finna do 10 rounds and we both gonna get 100+ million for it.
Right.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Right.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word 'em up. Yeah. You know what time it is. "4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
The JBT is back at it again, y'all. This time, amazing raffle for the holidays. You know, replenish the pocket. Sometimes things go grim and, you know, you spend a little bit more than you anticipated, but we're here to help you out. $5 to get you in, $20 to get you in 5 times for winner takes half. Hold on. I didn't know that was the details, y'all. Hold on. Cut.
Hey, Remo.
Hey, yo, Karen, why y'all ain't let me know that the prize was winner takes half? Now, this is dope.
It's been running for some time now, silly.
Is JBT a content creators ought to get into this?
Absolutely not. Are you crazy?
No.
Nope.
Wow, that's crazy.
No content creator, just JBT supporters, sorry.
Whatever. Bye. Like I was saying, $5 to get you in 1 time, $20 to get you in 5 times. Winner takes half. You can't win if you don't play, man. Jump in the raffle. JBT Network 1 is the way you get in. Leave your name and the means of contact. And enjoy the holidays.
What's good? Salute to the fan on this Good Friday, man. We back to build on this good boxing, man. Shout out to the JBT family. Everybody that's in the raffle. We back again with another raffle this time. We giving away half the bag to a lucky winner, man. You got to be in it to win it. $5 to get you in it. If you want to be entered 5 times, $20 to get you in it 5 times. You know, we figured this would be a good giveaway for the holidays for somebody, you know. Anybody could use an extra bag. So, you know, we got some good turnout so far with the raffle. So we wanted to keep it rolling, man. Shout out to the fam and everybody that's really supporting. We appreciate y'all. But on to the business at hand. Let's build on this boxing. Let me say what's up to the fam, and we gonna get to it. All things, my guy was good with it, bro. Cash Crypto in the building. DJ Talent was good with it, fam. Shout out to you. Appreciate you. Dre, what it do? I busy with it. What it do, fam? Mike in the building, my bro was good with it, fam. Dank Fowler was good, family. Guys, Jay Jordan in the building was good, fam. How you feeling, man? Shout out to my guys, Leisure in the building. Hey, you already know. BJ33, Let's Talk Fashion in the building. Jones said, man, have y'all seen the video? Floyd seniors. Oh, nah, I ain't see that. Damn. Dante's Boxing Talk, my brother. What's good, family? How y'all feeling today, man, on this Good Friday? Hope everybody enjoyed their Thanksgiving for those that celebrated. Well, I hope y'all came in here with an empty plate because we going to build on some boxing. How we always do. Naeem, the only dream that matters. My guy, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? So, man, we just doing a follow-up, man. You know, it's been a lot of talk about who Shakur next opponent is going to be. We seen Williams and Peter fall out. You see the different responses from the hand injury. People think he's faking a hand injury. I'm not here to get into that. All I know is he out the mix. And, you know, Floyd Schofield and his pops, you know, been calling out Shakur for quite some time, really more so mentioning his name. I felt as though it was for clout all this time. And, you know, Oscar did his Clapback Thursday. And I got to say, I enjoy the Clapback Thursdays for one. But this is the first time I think that the Clapback Thursday kind of went wrong, man. I think and so much so, he deleted it. But good thing for me, I already got it because, you know, you're not going to fool me. You're not going to convince me that, you know, so many people reported your Clapback Thursday, so you had to take it down. Now, you probably sat there and ran it back a couple times and you realized what you were saying. And you basically was discrediting your fighters. You discrediting your fighters. Anybody shitting on Shakur right now for saying yeah to somebody that's constantly calling his name, better have that same energy. You know, anytime you see a fighter answer the call when somebody calling their name, whether you feel like they deserve it or not, he got exactly what he was looking for. Shit, Zepeda fell out. I'm tired of that Edwin De Los Santos shit. That's not an option. He had to go for what was there. You got this young boy keep calling his name. You got his dad keep talking about how easy it's going to be. All right, well, get your little young ass in there. Shakur literally is jumping in there at this point with anybody that's going to say yeah. And that's all I see. Can't nobody point to me showing me where he the guy turning down contracts, avoiding smoke. None of that. All they could do is come up with these ridiculous narratives that don't hold weight. You get what I'm saying? They don't stand the test of time. So, as I've always said, man, since that man got to 135, it's been hell for him to get a quality opponent in the ring. And that shit ain't because of him. He ain't the guy saying no to the fights. Show me the track record where he's the guy like, no, I don't want him. I don't want him. I don't want him. That's not happening. In fact, guys are having opportunities to fight him, but they going in other directions. You know, in this case, Williams Zepeda, he might have a bit of an excuse with an injury. That fight was tough. It was grueling. It was physically taxing to him. So I could see an injury. Bad timing, of course, but I'm not about to question it because these dudes are prize fighters. This is how they get paid. Nobody want to fake injuries to sit on the sideline for no stretch period of time. It's just ridiculous. It's not smart. You know what I mean? It's not smart business. You could just not fight them like you've been doing. Go in another direction, how you been doing. So with all that being said, you know, Williams Zepeda is out the mix. People felt like that fight wasn't going to happen for one reason or another anyway. But like I said, it's nothing that Shakur can do. All he can do is fight who say yeah to him, take the fights that Eddie could get for him. And if Kid Austin is one of them, then beat his little young ass and keep it pushing. I don't want to hear all this, oh, he fighting a prospect, oh, he not fighting somebody good. You tell me somebody good that he could be fighting, and you tell me if that's a realistic opportunity. If not, then it ain't much to discuss. So just beat the guy that's available. If Kid Austin is on the table, beat his ass. But I think they kind of called they bluff, whether it's Schofield and them or Oscar or them as a whole, as a collective. But, you know, Kid Austin probably leaked some DMs from Oscar. And the DM was very telling. Your promoter don't even believe in you. Your promoter don't believe in you. Like, that's crazy. I'm telling you, what I think is going to come out of this situation, especially if a fight comes to fruition and he lose, man, they relationship going to be on fragile ground, man. Their relationship going to be on fragile ground because I could just imagine the fallout once they realize how Oscar is really not backing him. So whether or not this fight materializes, which I'm kind of leaning toward it not, I don't see them having the best of relationships from this point forward if this dude go out there and get embarrassed. I really don't. Yeah, man. I believe him, man. Shakur Tank won world title at 22, 23 years old. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. So you can't say, and with less, well, Core did it with less fights. Tank did it too. Tank did it in like 16, 17 fights. Shakur did it in like 13. So yeah, man, look, yeah, he asking for it, throw his little ass in there. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. Blunt Sports, what it do, my guy? When we told Tank to fight Santos, he was injured. Now he not. Is Santos injured? He ain't injured no more. CJ was good with it, fam. He ain't injured no more. But again, man, I just want to put things in its proper context, right? Oscar did his clapback Thursday. Kid Austin and his dad was on Mill City earlier. I didn't get to listen to all of it, so we might revisit that too. We gonna get into it. Like I said, I feel like they bluff was called. I think, you know, the Schofields, especially the Pops, I felt like he thought Shakur wasn't going to, you know, accept the challenge. And as I played for y'all in the last live, you seen him say that he stepped up on his part. He did his side. So it's almost done. Now, as we predicted, now he's trying to come back and make it seem like Shakur running from him and they scared and he won't sign your part and all this garbage. We knew this was going to happen. This shit turned into a circus and they enjoying the free publicity, because that's what it is at the end of the day. They end up fighting a guy like Lucas Bobby and not Shakur. I'm gonna say that was planned the entire time. You know what I mean? Yeah, the fact is, you know, they have agreed behind the scenes to build the fight up. Hey, if man, Cash, anybody saying that, bro, I'm saying this with the utmost confidence. They don't know what they talking about. Them two dudes right there specifically didn't duck. Facts, you are right. And you see that it went quiet on both sides. It wasn't no insults. That mean they opened a line of communication. As I stated all this time, that's all that needed to happen for all that social media stuff to die down. And as we seen what happened, the minute they said it was a phone call, what do you have? Everything go back to normal. So I agree, man. They not making that fight right now. People could sit here and frame either two as the Ducks, but me and you and us in here know that ain't the case. You know what I mean? On either side. You know what I mean? Kid can do what Ryan do. Ryan more of a money maker. Yeah, Golden Boy might drop Kid out. I'm telling you. Salute to my baby girl, the Queen Miss Jusdueboxing in the building. Plat Boy plays. My God, what's good with it? Happy holidays to everybody, man. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all Turkey Day, man. I really do. But yeah, we're gonna get to this stuff, man. We're gonna get to it, man. You get me? You get me, Blunt Sports? We tired of the narratives. Me and you know better. And us in here, we know better. Like that's not what's happening. People ain't ducking opportunities, man. You get me? People ain't trying to get out of getting paid and shit like that. Where they do that at? You know what I mean? With this one thing we know about fighters, they want to get paid, bro. Ain't that much scariness in the world. Dudes want to get paid. But let's get to it, man. Let's play what Kid Austin Pops had to say, man, because he did a little video running his trap again. Let's see what he had to say, man. I'm gonna be ducked like that. And Shakur, yeah, man. It ain't nobody. The only one you can really say that didn't accept the opportunity right now is Lomachenko, and that's just being fair to boxing. That's just being real with no narratives. Lomachenko, and from what I still heard, if he doesn't retire, that's still an opportunity or a situation that they could be looking to revisit. So remember I said that. So don't be surprised if it end up happening at a later time if Loma doesn't retire. That is, you know what I'm saying? Or choose to fight a lesser guy, but time and tell. So we're going to see. We going to see. Shout out to my guy, Big Dog. Where we put some color in the chat. He said, who is winning the Bill Haney Award this year? Just shit. Papa Schofield. I be trying not to do all that disrespectful stuff, calling him Mama Schofield. I know people be doing that. I make my jokes, but I ain't gonna call that man no female, but Papa Schofield. Papa Sco.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well, I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
Shout out to Big Dog. JB was good with, of course, ain't fighting Kid until he defeats Mason and YSM interview. Yeah, Shakur said, oh, you said, yeah. I think I seen that. Loma cycling off. Yeah. Tank doesn't need these guys. He could be all the fame fighting Mount Roaches. Regardless, Casino was good with Tank. Tank shouldn't fight any of these guys. Yes, he should. Hell no. No. I definitely can't say that though. I don't know why he shouldn't fight him though. There's no reason in my mind I should feel like he shouldn't fight these guys. They all need to fight. You know what I'm saying? They all need to fight. Auntie Sco. Let's hear what he had to say.
What's up, y'all? We went past the clap back Thursday, so this the fuck it Friday. Okay? Woo! It's been a lot. But I want to clear up one thing. We love our promoter. Oscar and Bernard, they love my son. Nothing wrong with them giving their guidance and their opinion, even if they feel like we might get defeated by Shakur. So you know, I don't have no hard feelings to them to voice their opinion out. But at the end of the day, it is like I said,
it ain't so.
And now let me clear up something, because this fucking Friday. Who did Shakur fight to make him elite? I'll wait, because he lost in the Olympics. And look at the quality of opponent he lost to. Up there crying like a little girl after he lost. Then he get in a fight with who that made him A-level. Because Top Rank been develop him strategically. Getting the people he could beat up on, and he couldn't even beat up on them. He was running and everything else against C-level fighters. So how they gonna say we not ready for this caliber fighter? He ain't no Tank Davis. He ain't knocking shit out like that. Fuck. So this is fucking Friday. So pardon my energy. And if one of y'all stop it with y'all little Shakur, little, I guess, fan club. Don't send no bullshit. Just answer the question. Who did he fight? I want to see what A-level put him up there like this. He been bluffing his whole fucking career. He got off a lost cried, got signed, getting good paydays to fight cab drivers. And I put up his record so y'all could look, y'all could tag me and let me know who did he fight that made him A-level. Because we gonna fuck him up.
We cooked it.
Y'all can believe whatever y'all want. When we break his nose and his jaw, his ass is done. So y'all can believe this. Oh, now he want to run to another fighter. Why you want to run to another fighter? Because my promoter said, if y'all want me to do it, I will put the fight on. So it's clear. We fighting, nigga, unless you don't sign your contract. And it's to you, Shakur. Stop being a girl. Stop being a girl.
But you already said
you gave us your word, so it shouldn't even matter past that. You said if he stuck you, we next. I did everything I had to do with my promotional team, to, no matter how they felt, to put on this fight. So now the ball in your court. Sign your contract, send us our contract, and let's fight. Prove who you are and stop hiding behind things being all scary. Hiding behind Jay Prince, Andre Ward, Terrence Crawford. Nigga, you haven't accomplished shit. You got easy belts. Your last opponent was 12-1. We 18-0, and you gonna complain? Oh, I knew they wouldn't let them step in. Nigga, get the fuck out of here. Sign your contract. Let's get in the ring. Let's show these people who you really are.
Why you chasing them?
All right, because we know you. We already whipped your ass. And you can come. Oh, I landed one body shot. Nigga, stop. One body shot in 4 rounds. Why don't you be honest with them and tell them how good his defense is? Tell them how he outboxed you, Shakur. But this time we gonna sleep you. All that disrespectful stuff. And I love you. But you gotta get an ass whipping. You gotta get an ass whipping because you disrespecting me, auntie, all that other shit. Nah, come in there with my young boy then. We gonna show you.
We're gonna show you. We're gonna break your jaw and your nose, just like you did to every other opponent you fought. You ain't broke nobody nose or jaw yet. You just talking. You said he ain't accomplished shit. He a 3-division champion that your son is currently clout chasing. He ain't accomplished shit, but your son said that's his idol. You said it out your mouth. Your son idolized Shakur. Y'all goofy as hell. Y'all chasing a payday. You know you can't beat him. Your promoter know you can't beat him. You just talking. You selling that murder shit every single fight, and we not seeing it. We ain't seeing that shit. You said who he fight? He ain't never fought an opponent with a losing record. Now, who did your son fight? The man won a title in like 13 fights. What is your son doing right now? I'm tired of, we ain't going to keep discrediting some of the most accomplished fighters in boxing. I don't care about your personal feelings towards Shakur, how he tweet, how he type, how he move. I don't care about none of that. He could fight. And that's what we all know. That's why your son is chasing him. That's why your son idolizing him. That's why he talking about that's his favorite fighter. That man is a fan. Shakur literally about to give his fan the opportunity. Now, let's see if he step up to the plate. He about to beat his little athletic, all-brand Sean Porter looking ass, man. No slight to Kid Austin, but you ain't ready. And I guarantee you, you step in the ring with him, he going to show you talking about who he beat. He going to beat your son ass. He get in that ring. You just said yesterday the man signed off on everything. You said credit to Shakur because he stepped up on his behalf. Just as I predicted, I said he's going to turn around and flip it the next day. And right on cue, the very next day, he turned around. And now Shakur is running and he a little girl. Man, you and your son, y'all not it, bro. Y'all not it. Y'all need more people. We don't believe that shit. Shout out to Kid Austin, but your pops going to walk you into an L. Your promoters don't even believe in you. You came on there talking about even if they don't believe that we could win. No, they don't believe it. And you don't really believe it. You just saying it. No, I don't even, but this the first time I'm going to say I don't believe the father believes his son going to win that fight. You just talking. You say that shit every fight. The same shit you saying about Shakur, you said about Tank, and then you turn around and say how great he is. Make up your mind. Either he great or he ain't accomplished it. Which one? It can't be both. It can't. Y'all some fans for real. Y'all fans. You said it. You keep talking about sparring and sparring. The body shot that he's talking about. Ray Diesel just got up on Cigar Talk and told you took him out of the ring after he got hit to the body. He went running around the ring for the rest of the round and you took him out. What are you talking about? You stop selling death, man. Y'all not no killers. You're not breaking nobody's nose. You're not breaking nobody's jaw. You got in there and you look subpar against a middle of the road kind of guy, a middle of the pack kind of guy. And you got dropped and then made all kind of excuses for that. You can't look at things the right way when you downplay a silver medalist. There's no way. Your son didn't even get to do that. And if he did, you would be bragging on it. But since he didn't, you find a way to downplay it. Why the hell are y'all chasing Shakur if he ain't shit? Stop. And this goes for all boxers, not just Papa Schofield. This goes for everybody. Stop downplaying your opponent. Do not expect to get credit for a guy that you just shitted on the entire buildup. That goes for everybody, every fighter across the board. If I hear you shit on your opponent and you tear him down the entire time, you won't get no credit from me if you beat him. Stop doing it. Say you want to fight him because you want to prove that you with the elite. You said it out your mouth here, elite. Now today that he not. Come on, man. Y'all clout chasing. And y'all gonna, I hope y'all get what y'all looking for. Man, I hope y'all get what y'all looking for. I know y'all can't beat him. Y'all asses, y'all living off sparring stories, literally, man. You about to walk your son into an ass whooping. I can guarantee you that. I don't give a damn what you say. It ain't shit you showed me in boxing that's making me think you about to go in there and knock him out. You ain't knocking these middle of the road kind of guys out, but you gonna knock him out. His defense ain't elite. Who he beat? He beat people way better than your son. Way more accomplished than your son. Keep in mind, man. You better hope he get a belt. But this ain't the way to do it. You're gonna clout chase your ass into an ass whooping. And I can't wait to see it. And I don't care. I don't want to hear none of that. He fighting a prospect. None of you asked for it. Get your ass beat. That's how I'm looking at it. Whoever want to fight, step in there, and I want to see the fight. You want to get in there? Y'all clout chasing it. You gonna break his jaw? You gonna break his nose? I want to see the fight. Bring your gas tank with you and lead them damn muscles at home, bro. Lead them muscles at home. I'm telling you, lead them muscles at home because them shit's not gonna help you. We seen how you look in your last few fights, man. You ain't looking like the guy that your dad is selling. I'm telling you, he about to walk you into I hope. Oscar, with your weird ass, go ahead and put this fighter in there and get him beat up. Get him beat up. Go ahead and do it. You don't even believe in him. Oscar, Bernard, they don't believe in you, bro. They trying to help you. Bernard and Oscar are two of the most decorated fighters in the sport. They don't believe for a reason. You literally, like, everything gonna have to go wrong for Shakur for you to beat him. And I mean that. I mean it. That's how significant that gap is with talent and skill. Both talent and skill. That shit you gonna learn the hard way. Ain't none of them other dudes you done went in there and beat up because you punch hard. This dude gonna get his ass beat. You gonna get your son beat up. I just hated the fact that you sat up here and discredited somebody that is far more accomplished than your son. In every way, shape, and form. He ain't never fought an opponent with a losing record. Miss me with all that who did he fight shit. Shakur literally, and I'm standing on this, he's fighting who wants to fight him. Prove me otherwise. He ain't the one trying to get away from smoke. These dudes really don't be wanting to fight. They talk good on social media, man. I want to see the fight. Papa Schofield, throw your son in there to the wolves, man. And I'm telling you, you're going to get smoked. I see no scenario where he win this fight. I see no scenario. He don't got the experience. He not good enough. He ain't good enough. And I'm gonna straight up say, even if he had the experience, he ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. He got 18 fights. Shakur only got 22. The difference is quality. The difference is quality of fighter. You sitting here, you talking about cab. If he fought cab drivers, you must have fought restaurant workers, bro. You fought maintenance workers. If he fought cab drivers, you fought maintenance workers and Uber drivers. For real. This dude is weird, man. Skills, my brother, what's good with it, bro? D1, what's good, bro? Good Friday to my brethren. Star Fox, what's good with it? Y'all smashed the like button, man. Yeah, right. He ain't high. Shout out to LWBoxing, the plug, my guy. What's good with it, bro? Big Dre, what's good, family? How you feeling? I just hate that we got to build the boxing up, man. We can't tear it down, bro. Just say you want to fight him and you think y'all whoop his ass, break his jaw. All that stuff is cool, but we ain't tearing down no fighters. I ain't going for it. You literally clout chasing and you chasing somebody that you saying ain't shit. So you gonna want credit for him when you beat him. Dumbass dude. You don't know if to say he elite 1 minute, he one of the best. You know, we've been looking at him. My son idolizes him, and now he ain't shit. So your son out here idolizing guys that ain't shit. That say a lot about you. That say a lot about y'all as a team. Y'all out here idolizing ain't shit fighters. You know that man want to be like him. You know he trying to get with Shakur at, man. Stop tearing down the fighters that make a fight. You ain't got to do that. Big Dog Willie, shout out to my guy back in the super chat. Says Schofield Senior sounds just like Bill, ain't he? Justin, don't get mad. Remember Schofield Senior's part 4 of Cap and Dad, the apocalypse, highly skilled Cap. You know he a damn professional Cap artist, man. You can't do that, man. Don't tear him down. Just say you want to fight and you know your son gonna beat his ass because he ain't like that. I'm cool with all of that. But all this, who did he beat? I sat here and watched. Somebody asked you, I think it was Greg Hacker asked you, who did your son beat for you to, you know, like, what do you think of his level of competition or something to that effect? And you caught an attitude. But here you are today. You can analyze everybody else's level of competition. But when asked directly, what do you think about the level of competition your son faced? You catch an attitude and go left and make it about everything but boxing. Miss me with that shit, man. All these dudes get built a certain way. It ain't just top ranked fighters. All these dudes. Golden Boy is legit building your son a certain way, which is why they trying to advise your silly ass not to take this fight. You out here leaking DMs that make you look even worse. It lets you know your promoter doesn't believe in you. He like, yeah, but if you want me to make this fight, I'll make it. He don't even want it. You're gonna lose. And I ain't straddling no fences, man. But I still need to see it. Anything can happen, right? Let's see the fight. Let's see it then. I don't want to hear none of this other garbage, man. If everybody is on board, Eddie Hearn said the fight is there for the taking. Go ahead and make the fight then. But I seriously doubt it, man. Delahoya ain't stupid. Y'all gonna ruin that, man.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just.
We're gonna ruin that young boy. You're gonna ruin him. Shout out to Kid Austin. I like him. I support him. I'm gonna keep supporting him. But I don't support slander. No fighter. None whatsoever, man. These dudes be putting it all on the line, man. Get in there and fight him, bro. Get in there and fight him. Because your son ain't gonna win. Downplaying to my ass. I'm telling you what it is. He a cool little fighter, but he ain't got the experience, skill, nor talent. He ain't there yet. He got a lot more polishing to do. That jumping in and out, banging on your hips. That shit ain't gonna work, man. You've seen it already. And your gas tank starting to look like it's a little iffy because you bringing too many muscles in the ring. I'm not straddling fences. He a cool little fighter, but this is one where it's a little too soon. And that's what his promoter is trying to tell him. Hey, what's good with it, bro? How you feeling? Man, happy holidays to everybody, man. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all holidays. Real talk, man. D1, my brother, man, in the super chat, man. Family goals, appreciate you.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bets, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to D1, man. Yeah, man, we got to give it straight, man. Al Cheeks, what's good with it, fam? Greg versus Floyd Schofield Sr. is the fight to make. I love Greg Hackett commentary. All things. Shout out to my guy, man. Y'all smash the like button. We gonna keep rolling. Look, I don't want to be clear. This energy came like this when I started. I'm sick of people like. I noticed the only people that downplay Olympic medalists, and I mean, I don't care if it's a bronze medal. I respect them all because you went up there against the absolute best. And I know how subjective a lot of that scoring is up there. You get what I'm saying? So it take a lot, man. If the Olympics was so easy, if winning gold medals and silver medals and bronze medals was so easy, everybody would be doing it. Everybody would be doing it. I'm tired of hearing people downplay it because your fighter didn't have that experience. That's not make or break. Some people win gold medals and they transition to a pro and they not even as good as they was as an amateur. There's no for sure bet that you're gonna be great just because you won a medal. But if it's one thing Shakur has proven, he was one of the absolute best amateurs in the world at the time when he was coming up. That's not even up for debate. It's gonna always be up for debate who's the number one. But I'm gonna just tell you, he was amongst the absolute best amateurs in the world coming up. And he's doing this shit as a professional too. This is why y'all sitting up here with these empty ass arguments trying to prove that he not something. The only way y'all gonna prove to me that he's not something, there's no debate you can have, there's no talking point you can make. Somebody got to show me that inside the ring. If he's not good, then it should be very easy for the next guy that get in the ring with this dude to beat him. I don't care if he is trash, if he weak, if he pillow-fisted, if he's scared to get hit, if he just a runner. He can't fight. He do the same thing over and over. He don't got no defense. That sounds like somebody that's really easy to beat. Somebody should whoop his ass. And Kid Austin, I hope that he get his opportunity next. I really do. I don't know what's gonna come out of all of this back and forth, but I'm not sold. You know, I believe Kid Austin, if it's up to him, yeah, I believe he'll take the opportunity because he's young and hungry. I do believe that. You know what I'm saying? I do believe he thinks he could win, but I think they more so looking at it as an opportunity to fight one of the best. And it's a payday. It's a chance to fight for a title. You essentially kind of skipping the line. So you will be a fool not to take the opportunity. But let's see if it materializes because I want to see it. You don't got to. I ain't mean to sound like I'm downplaying Kid Austin, but I'm not. But when we talk about comparing them two, I'm not about to play like this shit is close. It's not. It's not. The IQ is nowhere near the same to me. You know what I'm saying? Just the understanding of boxing is not the same at all. At all. And those guys that you fought, you would be jumping up, you know, a couple notches, in my opinion. From Rene Garon to Shakur, that'd be a huge jump. And it'd be no doubt that he'd be the best fighter you've been in the ring with. But I don't know if you can say you're the best fighter he's been in the ring with. But you know what? Anything still can happen, man. But I'm just gonna be real. I don't think Kid Austin could win this fight. Nah, I don't think so. I mean, I think Shakur is still young enough, fresh enough. Ain't nothing changed with him. He on top of his game. Maybe this is the kind of style that it makes something come out of Shakur that people want to see. But that's the most I could say. I don't see him winning this fight. I just don't think he got the IQ or the experience. You know what I mean? I don't think he's refined enough with his approach and the things he like to do to beat a guy like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, them switching stances for no reason. And yeah, like I said, that little tick you got where you just keep banging your hips or fixing your gloves, whatever that is that you do, those little things like that, just see you getting beat and picked apart. And look, I'll be honest, I think he can make any fight interesting because the dude is young and hungry. He's aggressive. He's gonna fight you, right? So you're gonna have some level of success. He's not a trash fighter. You'll never hear me say that, but he's an inexperienced fighter. You know how they say people are green, wet behind the ears. That's all. That's it. That's what it is with him. You know what I mean? I think you give him some years. I think he could be very polished as a fighter and damn good. I believe that because he works hard. But right now, as it stands with them 18 fights, with what I've seen, and I've seen him look at his absolute best, even what I've seen from him at his absolute best don't even beat Shakur to me on an off night. And that's not me trying to be funny. That's me being real. I don't even think he beats him on an off night in his absolute best. That's just my opinion. I just don't. And I don't expect him to be his worst against him when they go fight. So this is the fight, man. Look, salute to the young man, but your pops out of pocket, downplaying your next opponent. And then y'all gonna want credit for surviving, right? You're gonna want credit, you get in there and go 12 rounds and lose. But we fought a silver medal. That's the first thing you're gonna say. But he's a 3-division champion. But we already knew he was one of the best in the world. But we already knew. My son. All right. Throw his ass in there, bro. But we ain't trashing no fighters. I ain't trashing Kid Austin either. He's just very young and inexperienced, bro. And I just don't think he's good enough right now to beat Shakur. I don't think he got enough tools. I don't think he polished enough. I don't see it. Hannibal, appreciate the 5-piece, bro.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you, Hannibal. Much love. Switching for no reasons, putting yourself in a bad situation against top guys. Yeah. Okay, you're not even close to the best. Shakur fall. I don't think so either. I don't think so, man. I don't think so. And shout out to LWBoxing, man. If y'all not tapped into LWBoxing, y'all like real information, no narrative free, a real channel, a real person. Tap into them. Trust me, you won't regret it. Tommy Dokes, what's good with it, fam? How you feeling? And if it got to be a prospect, take his ass out, man. Take his ass out, man. He said, my son. Yeah, all right, get your son tuned right up. But look, first things first, I respect them if they do take this fight, if it materializes. But like I said, the holdup for me is, oddly enough, is not even on their side. I do believe that his dad will throw him in there. I do believe that kid to take the fight. But I feel like they know Oscar is going to have a say. And if he ultimately don't want to do it, he ain't going to do it. But he said he will. But he sounds so, you know, he's unsure of himself. And like I said, y'all name me another Clapback Thursday that he deleted, y'all. Name me another one. Name me another Clapback Thursday that he deleted. He claims it got deleted. Clapback Thursdays got reported so much I had to take it down. The truth always hurts. So out of all the clapbacks you've been having, you telling me this one was so special and unique that they just had to take your video down. Like, who believe that shit? You probably played it back. Somebody probably hit you up like, bro, this one ain't this ain't it. You fumbled. This the clapback going wrong, bro. Yeah, I got it though. I got the clapback going wrong, bro. You exposed your fighter and you kind of exposed yourself. You exposed your lack of belief in said fighter. So how do you want the fans at home to feel confident that a fight is going to be made when the promoter is not confident that he can win the fight? And that's more times than not. That's how all these dudes move. They don't like to gamble. Right now, that's a big gamble for Kid Austin. He playing with house money, but it's still a gamble. I'm telling you, get him beat early, get him beat the wrong way early, get him embarrassed, hurt his confidence, man. I'm telling you, all for trying to be an asshole. So you want us to believe everybody was reporting this Clapback Thursdays because it has so many gems in it. I got y'all. Say no more. He deleted it, but I got y'all. He says he deleted it, but I got y'all. Let's play it.
In other news, Shakur Stevenson versus William Cepeda was all set to happen until William injured his hand while fighting Tevin Farmer last weekend. So you would naturally think Shakur would start targeting, I don't know, a Frank Martin or a Murataya, some other world champion, right? No. Shakur and Lone Samedi made an offer to my 22-year-old prospect, Kid Austin, who has no world championship experience. This is exactly what I mean when I say Eddie doesn't know how to build a career. Look, Bob Arum built Shakur Stevenson to become a world champion. And in his first fight with Matchroom, you actually want to put him in with a prospect, Eddie? I didn't think it could get any lower for you, but it does. And that brings me to my next topic. So, Eddie, you made a fool of yourself in the ring in Dallas after the Katie Taylor fight? And the co-founder of Jake Paul's company, Most Valuable Promotions, Nakisa Bidarian, is questioning your erratic behavior. I think I may know the answer. What? It's no secret Eddie and Sky Nicholson have been linked romantically since 2022. Rumors have been flying throughout the boxing community about them for years. And as I investigate further, it's becoming clear that there's likely some unethical and preferential treatment happening here. Here you are in Miami with Sky outside a club. You look mighty uncomfortable walking away from the camera as soon as you saw it. You guys look pretty cozy. Eddie, when you should have been focused on promoting the trilogy between Amanda Serrano and Katie Taylor, which would likely be the biggest women's fight ever in history, you were focused immediately on setting up your rumored girlfriend to fight Amanda Serrano? You made it too obvious, my man. No wonder you're like, what, 0-16 this year? You're distracted as hell.
Bruh.
Eddie,
Bruh.
I know you're a trust fund kid and nobody showed you how men are supposed to behave.
Bruh.
So here's a few lessons.
Bruh.
We don't get our
Oscar
steaks
reading
well
on
done.
Bruh.
script.
We don't wear like
Look at his
baby
eyes.
Bjorns.
Bruh.
We don't go to brunch.
He ain't blink
And we
one
sure
time,
as
bro.
hell don't shit where we eat.
Bruh.
Get it together, dude. And I guess I was wrong about one thing. You're not lonesome Eddie. You're linked to several women. So you're phony Eddie.
Bruh.
And Canelo,
Bruh.
I'm glad you're eating turkey today because your beef is tainted. Fuck you. Remember, kids, you're never a hater when you only speak the facts.
That man. I'll tell you what's good with it. That man he ain't blink one time. Yeah. Oscar video. Yeah. Oh yeah. Eddie's clapping Scott. She's got Oscar video reporter. Shout out to my guy Dub, man. He out here snitching, bro. I still don't believe him though. I still don't believe him, bro. Shout out to my guy Levon down gate there. I thought I seen my guy in here. I did. Shout out to my guy, man. Appreciate you pulling up. Lisa, peace to the queen. How you feeling today? Yeah, man. So look, we already called this. If y'all was checked it out the last live when we was talking about this, I said we was talking about it. Mo City was up here, Behind the Hands TV was up here. He was saying it too. That his next clapback, he gonna try to spin it and flip it. And man, that's exactly what he did. You call me your own kid, a prospect. He don't got no championship experience. You telling us all the reasons why you don't believe he can win. So again, why should the people at home believe that this fight gonna happen when your promoter don't even believe it, man? You out here. Somebody, if it's true, I'll say this because I don't know. Maybe it got reported, it took down. I don't know. But maybe if it did, somebody did him a favor in the long run. Because you just made your fighter look bad. You joked about Williams and Pater being hurt. I don't know what's funny about that. Y'all been clout chasing that fight for some time now. And the fact that you still ain't found a way to make it, it ain't just Eddie's fault. It looks bad on your fighter too. Because what he going to do next? Who he going to fight next? You get me? Bad when Oscar is giving out how to be a man advice. Milan was good. Oscar, yeah, that Oscar is a fool. He ain't blink one time. You know his ass reading a script. Man. But again, you can't downplay it. I mean, again, and he kept asking for it. So that's what he asked for. Give him what he asked for, man. Give him what he asked for. I say give him what he asked for. This was Cora on Twitter a little while ago, selling wolf tickets. He said he can't wait to beat this out of this ninja, man. So we'll see if a fight but that's where we at with it because they having fun selling it. They sure is having fun selling it. Let me get this out of here. This is Robert Garcia talking about Raymond Mortai. Raymond was offered to fight you when you fought Artem. We already know that's a lie. I already talked about that. I played the video and everything. And he already agreed that Raymond was never offered. Robert Garcia full of shit on Twitter. That's why I notice people get on Twitter and start lying. Zach B, what's good with it, bro? That's bad when Oscar giving out, man. You already know it is. Coke to the gills. He ain't blinked one time. Oscar was staring at that damn cue card that he was reading, that script that he's reading. But I still like the clapback Thursdays. It's funny. But he said it got deleted, but you know it's still floating around. So at the end of the day, you can't clown Shakur for what he doing. He tired of his name getting called, and he calling y'all bluff. That's what I believe. If a fight don't come, I believe he officially called y'all bluff. I still believe he calling your bluff right now. I do. He think Raymond is it. I think Raymond's a good fighter, especially fully, at the time on his A game. He's a good fighter for sure, but I think he'll lose too. But that still don't stop me from wanting to see the fights. It's a good fight for him. They keep calling his name, and Raymond claimed he didn't want it. But shout out to my guy Dub because he told me that Raymond Mortai is going to IBF route. So again, if he's going to IBF route, then that you telling Shakur to fight him makes no sense. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Who else did he mention? Frank Martin. Frank Martin, if I'm not mistaken, and I could have swore he said this on Twitter. I did try to ask to see if he responded, but I believe he already mentioned something about 140. So if he going to 140, I don't know why you naming people that is not realistic right now. Though what you should be naming is throwing your fighter in there. What I want to hear is when Williams Zepeda come back from them, what they say 4 to 6 weeks, 6 to 8, whatever it was. You should be wanting to make a fight with him and Shakur. That's what you should be wanting to do instead of downplaying it. So I don't believe, man. That clapback right there just made me feel like I ain't got no faith that if it's a Golden Boy fighter that Shakur need to make a fight with, it's gonna be an issue. For 2 reasons. Confidence and inexperience on one end, and then I don't think he's confident about the Zepeda situation either, but we'll see. I hope I'm wrong, man. I hope I'm wrong. Cash stupid. Easy on all the bounce to 68K. Chill got the man from Devin Haney. Step that Victor Conte. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all fool. Wow, what happened? Jonathan 97 was good with it. Tim was good with it. Yeah. And this is the thing, man. What's funny to me? Floyd oftentimes get highlighted and slighted for how he promotes and how he moves fighters, right? How he moved Tank, but Oscar got a full stable of fighters and he moved them a certain way too. And we knew Oscar Delahoya, the golden boy, he fought everybody. He wasn't about ducking no smoke at all at no point in his career. But he don't move his fighters the same way that he moved. You get what I'm saying? So that's why I had to call bullshit on him trying to call out promoters and how they move and how y'all did back in the day. This ain't back in the day. And as a promoter, you thinking more from a term of investment than anything else. You ain't thinking legacy. You think about investments and building these fighters the right way too. You ain't just trying to throw these dudes in the deep end. And if you are, then throw Kid Austin in there with Shakur. And after that, throw Zepeda in there next. Fresh was good with it. Fresh 313. I'm with you. I'm feeling so and iffy about it. And mainly because of Oscar. Like I said, mainly because of Oscar. He said he told me he threw 1K punches in 10 rounds and somehow injured his hand. That's why I think it could have happened. Hand, arm, one of them. You know what I'm saying? It's possible. But I just don't see why, you would try to get out of an opportunity that way. You get what I'm saying? Rather than just saying you just fought. Like, you get what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of silly. But I hear people saying that they feel like he faking the injury. But I just can't. I just can't think like that when dudes are prize fighters. Like, you gonna sideline yourself for an opportunity that could be lucrative is pretty stupid. Especially when you just had a kid. Like, you get me? You know what I'm saying? So I just can't see it. You know what I mean? I can't see it. But I can't see Oscar being the reason that fight ultimately don't happen, though. I could see that. I think that's what Oscar know that about both his guys. Virgil going to defend that interim until he becomes vacant. No, man. Hold on, man. Let me get to this video real quick. This last little video I'm gonna play on this Schofield and Shakur situation, and I'm done with it. Then his trainer come out and say his fighter can't be Shakur by decision. He know, man, it'd be a lot being said. It's just a lot of uncertainty. And for the record, I'll say this: both Williams Zepeda and Kid Austin, I think are fighters. I think if given the opportunity, they'll take it. But I think ultimately they don't have the total say. So I feel like Oscar not being on board could be a potential reason why you don't see a Shakur fight Kid Austin, right? But again, it won't be because of Shakur. I'm just tired of complaining about opponents. There's nothing you can do. I can't control who these dudes fight. I could just choose to support it or don't. He been calling his name. Like I said, they say he easy. They say they'll break his jaw, break his nose. They'll knock him out. They can't keep him off of him. Can't punch. He ain't accomplished nothing. He's not elite. His defense not good. I mean, you name it, they said it. If somebody's saying all that shit about me, I would want to punch him in this shit too. I'm just being real with y'all. Somebody that been talking like, and the crazy thing about it, maybe he talks his way into a fight, because that's what I would like to see. You know what? Because he told all of us he want to fight him, and he told all of us what he'll do to him when they fight. So I want to see if he'll do that. I want to see if he find out very soon that it's levels between Rene Garon's respecting him and then the Shakur Stevensons of the world. Maybe he need to get in there with somebody of that level to learn that it take more than power and athleticism and being strong and lifting weights. And because he drank muscle milk. Nobody care if you drink muscle milk, lift and eat weights for breakfast. Nobody cares. That shit is not going to win at the elite level if you don't bring your skills and your IQ with you. And your gas tank better not have no holes in it. So at the end of the day, man, if this is what's to come up next, like I've been saying, man, toss his little young ass in there and let's see what happens. He think he hitting so hard. I'm tired of hearing these, stories about breaking noses and jaws. I want to see if he actually can get in the ring and do that. Get in there and break somebody's nose and jaw, and then I'll be impressed. But let me play this last little video, man. Hold on. Let me get to it. Andy Cruz works here at Austin. Andy Cruz got a motor on him. He got a lot of he got pedigree. He got pedigree that the kid ain't really had to deal with yet in his career. And I think that would be a challenge in and of itself. Andy Cruz don't got a lot of fights at all. He double and triple the fights he got, but I'm telling you, quality over quantity. And when you get to that level, bro, you got to bring that IQ with you. Like, I think their approach to what would be considered the elite level, the Shakurs, the Tanks, all they keep talking about, or mainly this Pops, is how strong his son is and how hard he hit and how he's going to break this one's nose and punch this one in the throat and break this jaw. And then you get in there with these guys and you don't knock them out. And these are lesser guys. So how are we supposed to be sold that you going to do X, Y, and Z to what we consider to be the elite level if you're not doing it to these middle of the pack kind of guys? They have a very casual approach. The only thing they're talking about is physical, right? How hard he hit, how strong he is, where he could punch these guys at. These guys can't keep him all. Like, he think he got a super soldier. And he don't understand that the guys like Tank and Shakur win fights because of IQ. Yeah, Tank got a hell of a punch, and we all know that. But show me the last fight where he just went in there and just went crazy and knocked somebody out. He always set it up. They're winning with IQ, and I don't hear that approach when you giving these little miniature breakdowns and these little inside peeks of how the fight gonna go. All you talk about is power. So you knocking everybody out. You should have 100% KO ratio. You should be breaking guys. Guys should be when he hit guys, they should be looking like how it looked when Better Beef hit some of these dudes. It should look like that, and it don't, and that's okay. You get what I'm saying? On one end, you say he ain't got his man strength. On the other end, he's Superman. He Conan the Barbarian. He could hurt everybody. Like, nah, man. You got to be smart. You got to be prepared for these fights, bro. You got to be prepared for these fights, man. You got to have a game plan. And again, that plan A ain't going to work with everybody. Just trying to come forward and throw punches and overwhelm guys and be strong. That shit ain't going to work. It don't work. It almost ain't working. It was working in your last fight. Don't get me wrong. You was in control of the fight, but you had some rough moments. And when you should have went to a plan B, you couldn't. And you stayed with a plan A and you was getting touched up a little bit. Shout out to my guy A, man. Giving thanks to Jusdueboxing family and everyone in the chat. That's love, man. We appreciate you, man. Shout out to my guy A, always supporting the grind.
And we ain't never got a box again. Well,
right.
well. I already been getting these, but now it's time for you to get your Just Do.
Shout out to my guy. Hey, appreciate you. Stressed Out Boxing. What's good with it, bro? Fans hype kid until the beat down. Then they're going to turn on him, right? And one thing about him, I respect the young kid because I think he's one of the hardest young workers in the sport. I don't think it's smoke and mirrors. I think he does put a lot of work in, but he's very young. And I think the only thing he's really missing is time and experience. And that stuff is, that experience will come with time. You get what I'm saying? But I think right now it's just a bit early, but it's boxing. Anything could happen. We've seen upsets before. We've seen guys win fights that they shouldn't have won. That's always that possibility. But if we just being honest, and I had to put my money down as to who would win this fight, I got to lean to the more experienced, more accomplished, more proven guy. And that's why I have had a big issue with his interpretation of what Shakur is as a fighter, as far as he ain't accomplished this and who he fought to be a lead in. Man, yo, I'm so sick of hearing that, bro. I'm telling you, when you going in there and your fights are not even close and you fighting some world-class guys, he's been in there with some world-class guys. You know what I'm saying? But everybody had build-up fights, but not many guys could say they ain't fought a guy with a losing record. You know what I'm saying? He ain't just fighting. I'll go so far as he's never fought a guy with more than 4 losses. And I think the guys with 4 losses, maybe 2 or 3 of them at best. So he ain't a guy that's going in there fighting these dudes with these upside down records, with these damn NBA records. You get what I'm saying? 16 and 32. Like, he don't do none of that. You know what I mean? I think he's fought quality opposition. Yeah, they built him a certain way, but that's what you're supposed to do. What? And I gotta ask y'all, since when has building a fighter become a negative? What the hell are you supposed to do when you got an investment? Just throw him in the fire? Like, what you supposed to do with a fighter? Since when is building a fighter the right way a bad thing? I'm tired of hearing how Top Rank built him. Well, beat him. Top Rank built him. Now you got to beat him. He over there with Eddie Hearn. I'm sick of hearing that shit. Beat him. I don't care how y'all keep saying the system, the Top Rank way. Well, beat him. That's all. I just want to see it. You can beat him, beat him. That's it. Ain't no sense of complaining about what Top Rank did. Everybody build their fighters. Everybody build their fighters. You got to build a fighter. How else he supposed to get where he at? I don't understand. I never understand. How is it an indictment when you able to build a fighter a certain way? You gonna tell me he fought all tomato can? I don't want to hear that BS. That's BS, man. It's the same shit they say about Tank. It's the same shit they said about Crawford. Shit is ridiculous. Shout out to the Queen, Melanin Queen. Pardon me if I missed you in the chat. Soon to be 20 once my oldest graduates college does. Salute to your son D1 too, man. Doing great things in the world. Shout out to my guy. Hey. I just don't know when it became a negative to build a fighter up. Like, what the hell are you supposed to do with a fighter when you get him? You get what I'm saying? Top Rank did this. Top Rank, they had you fighting cab drivers. Name the cab drivers, bro. Name the cab drivers. This dude, man, he's amazing. But like I said, let me play this last video, man.
So we're gonna respect what decision they have. So we gotta wait till they sit down and be collab. Shakur made his decision, say he fight us next. We said we'll accept, but we will also listen to Oscar. I can't make it seem like we just gonna brush him out of there because he invested a lot into us. But I really believe this is an interesting fight. It's exciting. Shakur coming off a hurt hand. Floyd is coming off his performance. So I think it'll be a good tune-up for the Shakur Tank or either the Floyd Tank fight.
Shakur and Lonesome Eddie made an offer to my 22-year-old prospect, Kid Austin, who has no world championship.
That's it. We just seen that part. He just referred to his son as a tune-up. So he think he'd be a good tune-up. He said he got Shakur accepted a fight with us, but we got to wait for Oscar. We can't just act like we going to brush him out the way. But that's when you talk, that's what you sound like. You sound like Oscar don't got no say. And then you leak messages where Oscar basically telling you he believe in you, but he don't, he believe in your son, but he could basically move you and turn you into a champion for the next 15 years without the risk. But if you want him to make the fight, he will. He don't want to make it. So that right there tells me everything I need to know. Quit the charades. We could quit the back and forth. We could quit all the bullshit. If Oscar ain't saying yeah, because you said you're going to wait to see what Oscar say, he got to sign off on it. Do Oscar sound like he want to make that fight? Just refer to this man as a prospect. Why would he want to put a prospect in there that he's investing in, that he want to make a champion with as little risk as possible? He just said that in a leaked text message. You can't be serious, man. I'm done with the charades in the game. This shit was cool while it lasted, but enough done came out of it. I don't think I have to even bring this up after this point unless somebody tell me that it's something signed and sealed. But as it stands, I just think they had their little fun with it. I think when it's all said and done, Oscar's looking at this situation like, bro, that's not the fight to make right now. You just had a fight where you didn't, you won convincingly on the cards to a degree, but you still got dropped. You look vulnerable. You ain't look your best. You don't go from that fight, that performance to Shakur Stevenson and have expect people to really have faith that you're gonna win. plug my charger in. My joint almost died on. Almost died in here, guys. Laptop almost died. All right, we back. No offense, Kid Awesome, but 15 years, Oscar going overboard. There's some better guys coming up behind him. Yeah, he said something to that effect. I didn't want to play that whole video again. Let me skim through it because I read the text message, man. It was a leaked text message in that video I was just playing. Give me a second. He don't believe in him his damn self, bro. And that tells me enough. So when a promoter don't believe a fighter can win, why would he risk the investment? Yeah, he's saying he'll make it if you want me to, but they also putting the onus on him to make the fight, to sign off on it. So I'm not convinced. I'm not sold, bro. You're not gonna get me with this BS. Oh, my bad. Hold on. He said, my man. He said, I seriously believe in your son so much and have love for him, but he's 22 and I know how to make a champ for the next 15 years, not run the risk of getting beat because he had no experience. Listen to that. Man, I seriously believe in your son so much and have love for him, but he's 22 and I know how to make a champ for the next 15 years, not run the risk of getting beat because he had no experience. But if you're telling me make it, he'll make it happen. That shit sounds so uncertain. He don't want to make that damn. He telling them, yo, that's too risky, bro. Cal Cool and Bless his family. How you feeling, man? Hope you enjoyed your turkey day, my guy. Know what I mean? But look, he know how to make him a champ for the next 15 years, not run the risk of getting beat because he had no experience. And then this was in private, but then you go leak the text message like you doing yourself some good. You just made it look worse. You made it look worse. And then you did a video saying you just got something to say, and we can't brush Oscar off, so we got to wait to see what Oscar going to be like. Look, man, that's not the fight to make. I'm telling you. We could go, we got Lucas' body. We could fight him. Let Shakur do what he doing. We could build, we could go. I'm telling you, and that's the way I see it playing out ultimately, y'all. That's what I see happening. I see I think they had a little fun going back and forth. I'm tired of the slander of the fighters that you only can fight who want to fight you. That's for any fighter. You know what I'm saying? He would have been doing exactly that, giving Kid Austin an opportunity. I would have respected it from Team Schofield to take this kind of shot early like this. But like I said, I think they had their fun playing around with the people. I think we back to reality. Oscar Delahoya said too much in this text message right here in his first couple sentences. I'm good. Ain't no fight gonna come. If it do, I'll be surprised. So I'll be glad to be wrong. 2 cents was good, fam. Yeah, ain't even last 24 hours. Boxing Hacker was good with it. Tired ass Cowboys fam. Gotta let these young boys chase greatness. If you lose Shakur, it won't be in no brutal fashion. He's still young, got time to bounce back. If he was to lose, I agree with all that. I agree with all that, bro. But I think ultimately, Oscar, he's considered an investment, and I think that's the way Oscar's treating this. Like, yo, hey man, we could look. He ain't got no experience, bro, and this is risky. Basically, that's what he's saying. It's risky, and he ain't got no experience. He can get beat. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a, this might not be the move. Like, just telling them straight up. But if you telling me to make it, I'll make it. That's like, man. Know what I mean? If I'm hearing my promoter speak like that, like I don't even get it. I don't know. So I don't think a fight comes out of this. Having an affair with Scott Nicholson, one of the fake future fights. Yeah, that was wild, yo. Dry turkey, that was wild. The team fans praying this fight don't happen so they can carry the narrative that fights can't happen. Mm-hmm. I don't think it's just Tank fans. I think it's boxing fans that just don't like certain fighters, right? Like certain people be up in arms when, like, I've heard people be happy that they thought Tank wasn't, that when they knew Tank wasn't fighting the rest of the year. That's weird to me. That's not a real boxing fan. I've seen people celebrate when Cordina didn't happen. I've seen people make comments when Zepeda didn't happen. Like, some people are just, you know, just they glad that that shit don't work out so they could say I told you so. But if you're a real boxing fan, you just want to see good fights. Man, I think Zepeda and Shakur would have been a great fight. I think him and Kid Austin to be entertaining, right? Think it'd be a pretty entertaining fight, but I think it's too early for the young man. I think ultimately that's what's going to stop it from happening. I think the young kid himself would be willing to take the opportunity, but I think, you know, the powers that be is going to choose to do something different with him. And I think rightfully so. So either whichever direction they go, I'm not knocking it, but they just don't need to play with the fans this way if you don't have intent in making fights. You know what I mean? Like, it's you calling the kid a prospect. If a promoter is calling a fighter a prospect, that's how you look at him, as a prospect. Even if he was trying to be funny, you said it. Why would you be trying to throw him in there with a world champion right now? And the last time I checked, you go from prospect, you work yourself to that contender space, and then you challenge for the title, not go from prospect to title shot. So I think he'll be skipping some really important steps in the growth and development of his career, to be quite honest with y'all. I know as boxing fans, once you hear people call names, we like, well, throw them in there. And that's where I'm at with it too. But I think cooler heads going to prevail. They're going to be a lot smarter with this situation. They're going to approach it a lot more strategically, in my opinion. And that's going to lead to them not electing to take this fight, but probably going another direction. And then they'll probably, and then you know, who Shakur gonna fight videos will start coming back out. So they kind of, it's shitty for Shakur, because it's like time and time again, every time you're supposed to have an opponent, especially since he got the 135, it's been some type of issue. I think the only fight that went off without a hitch, it seemed like, I don't know. I mean, well, you got Artem in there, and then you got Yoshino, but it seemed like, you know, since getting to 35, it's been hard to get the names that you're supposed to get in there with you. And it's a little annoying, but at the end of the day, you just got to stay the course. You only can fight who wants to fight you. There's nothing else you can do about it. Dude said anything, said Keyshawn never fight him. Keon beat Kid Austin twice in the amateurs. Come on, man. Right. I agree with Oscar. I see Schofield as a prospect too. I believe they paid for his ranking. B-Dog was good with the family, and that's possible. It's very possible, bro. Once Shakur beat got his yeah. Nah, I'm not against it, I ain't against it, bro. I ain't against seeing them fight and scrap, because it'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. My bad, y'all. But yeah, no fight. So like I said, y'all, I don't see nothing coming out of that. I think it's I think they had their little fun promoting it, or for what it's worth, right? Going back and forth, but I don't see it. And hold on, let me play this last clip from Eddie Hearn.
Is because it's not our responsibility who accepts a fight against Shakur. Our responsibility is Shakur Stevenson, and make the most compelling fight for him that can be made. Zepeda was the fight. We all agreed it. He apparently injured his hand in that fight. He doesn't want the fight anymore. So we go away. Could be Murataya, could be Floyd Schofield, could be all these guys that are calling Shakur out. It's not our responsibility to let you know if it's the right time for them. Schofield's been calling out Shakur for ages with his dad and with the team. If he's ready for the challenge, I like the fight. I think he's a great young fighter. And I don't think it's ever a good time to fight Shakur Stevenson, because I think he's a pound for pound great. But if you want to roll the dice against a true great for great money, it's there for you. So
I like that. I like what Eddie Hearn's saying there, and I agree. It's not his job to decide if it's time for these people to fight or not. So all y'all, you know, trying to shit on him for even giving him a shot. Not too long ago, people was blowing up his comment sections about, won't you give Kid Austin a shot? Stop running from Kid Austin. Now he say, come on, little dude, let's do it. And they're like, oh, he's fighting a prospect. Well, why he's not he's calling out Frank Martin and De Los Santos rematch, man. People just foolish, man. At the end of the day, you can only fight who wants to fight you. Like Eddie said, man, ain't up for him to decide who ready, when they ready. You know what I mean? Though if you want to get in there, get in there. You know what I mean? It's all good, champ. Shout out to everybody in the building. Y'all make sure y'all smash the like button, man. People saying Shakur should have signed with Oscar. Oscar don't even agree with the fighters he got. Yeah, nah, that would have been a dumb move. I mean, I think ultimately he went where the opportunity presented itself that made the most sense to him. And you know, this is the part that I'm cool with. The way I seen it and the way he see it is probably different, right? I think he did what he felt like was best for him at that particular time. Fight fans are always going to talk about what a fighter should have did and how he should have did this and should have did it like that. But it's tough to say if you just never been a part of those type of situations. No signing, no fighters, no contract. I can't tell him what he should have did, but I mean, I think he, like I say, he got to make the most out of the decision he did make, and that's get them fights out the way. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you only could fight who wants to fight you back. You know. Any more excited about Shakur versus Schofield and Boots versus Ortiz at 54? And speaking of that, he did speak on that. I think, the last spoke a little. He spoke kind of vague on it. Let me play it.
Is Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis happening? Maybe Feb 22nd.
Maybe it's we have been in discussions. Obviously, Boots would rather fight at 147, but Virgil won't fight there. He's moved to 154. I think, there will be an announcement very soon about February 22nd. The problem is it's Thanksgiving today, which is not easy. It's like me trying to negotiate a deal with a UK fighter on Christmas Day. But we like the fight, but we also... Boots really has to make the decision, do you get rid of the belt or do you move? And I don't know which way it's...
So there's that. I mean, he spoke briefly on it, but yeah, that's the decision right there for Boots to make. Speaking of that fight, right? Are you willing to go up? Are you ready to go up now? Do you want to go to 154? Do you want to lead the titles? Do you want to, forfeit your position that you, I guess, earned, at 47 and take that fight? But nothing sound for sure. It just sound like this shit is in the wind, to be honest, man. Eddie get Boots Conor Benn. Slick dude. Yeah, he probably definitely don't want to do that. And speaking of Conor Benn called out Barrios. Conor Benn. It's funny y'all bringing these names up and I got these little videos, but called Barrios out in Spanish.
Hey, Barrios. Espero que todo está bien. Yo estoy listo para esta pelea. Seguramente va a ser una gran pelea para la gente. Aquí en Londres o ahí en América, yo estoy listo y voy a venir preparado. Avisa a mi equipo si estás preparado. Vamos.
I don't know, man. Kudos to him, man. Downey was good with it, fam. Kudos to him, man. He got that off in Spanish. That joint was clean, yo. I would have thought he was, I thought that was his first language, the way Conor was just speaking right there. I might have to give him points for that call out just off the strength. He went bilingual on us right there, bro. Okay, a little Espanol. Okay. Okay, Conor, get to the chopper. He called out Boots, but the fact that I don't hear Eddie Hearn speaking about it and he got Boots tells me all I need to know. I don't think he want to sacrifice Conor to him yet. You know what I mean? I don't think he want to get Conor beat by him. You know what I'm saying? I think he trying to make that, we trying to still build Conor. I think if you throw him in there with Boots, you sacrifice one of the two. You know what I'm saying? And more likely it's going to be Conor. So I don't think he's willing to do that. He's going to probably... I could see him being willing to try to get him a shot with Barrios before he throw him in there with Boots for sure, because I just don't see that working well for him. Now can speak perfect English, right? B-Dog like, man, he just did that for nothing. He said he's showing off. Yeah, right. Yeah, then come to think of it, you're right. But I still like it, though. I thought it was creative, man. I give Conor, I give you a couple points for that. I like that. I like that touch. Barrios just fought a few weeks ago. He took some punishment. I don't see him back until April, May. I've been set out that long. Right. Good question, bro. Good question. I wonder who they gonna get for him to fight. I wonder who they get, because his name's supposed to be good in the hood now, right? His name's supposed to be cleared. I don't know who he gonna fight though. I wonder. That'd be a good fight, but Barrios did take some real punishment. Yeah, he need to be out for a while. He was getting touched up. Man. Abel Ramos put Barrios through some hell. Ben said will learn Spanish not to fight Boots. But he said Boots. He said Boots, Tank. Damn, who he say? Devin Haney? Tank. Boots. I know he said Boots for sure. No, he said Tank, and I think the other one might have been Devin Haney. He need activity, so I don't know if he'll sit still that long. I mean, I would guess if they had something like on and you know some ongoing type of negotiations or something, man, he was willing to wait because it's a title shot. But other than that, will he wait that long? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Come on, bro. What are you doing? Come on, man. Come on, bro. What's up? What's up, man? Oh, you gotta chill out. All right, sit down and chill out, man. Let's talk fashion and rhyme. He calling our people in every weight class. Yeah, he damn sure is. He said, look, I just need a fight, man. I just need a fight. Preferably with one of them top guys, man. Give me Devin Haney. Give me Tank. Give me Boots. Yeah, but he did say it, man. But the thing is, I learned, man, the fighters can say what they want. When them promoters ain't talking about it, it's less likely to happen because that's not what they thinking. And like I said, it seemed like a simple decision because that'll be a sacrifice. He'll definitely sacrifice Conor Benn if he throw him in there with Boots. And I don't think he'll do it. He said, let the cheaters scrap it out, or him and Ryan. Hey, I ain't against it. Because that's just like, that's a good fight to watch. No dog in the race. Just let them go in there and scrap it out. Let them go in there and see who's going to beat who. Beat the hell out of each other. Beat the hell out of each other. I want to sit still, bro. Well, let's keep rolling. Let's keep rolling. We got to get to we got to get to something else I was going to talk about. Let me pull this joint up. Wait, bro. I'm about to swing on you. All right, let me get to it. Let's go Raiders. You rooting for the Raiders to win tonight? I mean, not tonight. Is it tonight? Friday. Game on Friday. Chill out, bro. I'll swing on you. All right, let me get this up. My bad, y'all. I had to pull this video up. We gotta get to this, man.
Okay. Hold on. Let me see.
Hold on, let me put him on. You said the game. Oh, right now the game on. Yeah, Friday night the game on. It's crazy. Oh yeah, I forget. My bad, y'all. Daddy dudes, you said they playing right now? Oh, okay. So let's get to this, man. Something else I wanted to talk about. Bernie the boxer, man. I seen him do this video earlier, man. This is my first time watching it with y'all, but I watched some of it, should I say. I noticed he was saying boycott Tank. So I wanted y'all to hear something.
That boy Steve Penn, boy. I swear to God. I want to talk about, you know what I'm saying? One of my main topics I want to talk to you guys about was with the Shakur Stevenson fight. You know, we Zapated and fell out. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Zapated and fell out. He's still hurt. They don't fight. And he wasn't supposed to fight till February. Tank gonna fight this guy in February or something. I think what they gonna say, March or something. Hey, I'm gonna get off. Hey, listen. Hey, first thing we need to do is boycott Sal. You understand? Boycott Sal. Listen, ain't no need. That shit fell apart because them boys need to fight. We need to, as the public, we need to make this shit happen. Everything else, listen, we can't let this shit go pass like Bud and Spence did. We can't let that happen, man. We gotta hold this guy to the fire. We gotta put him up with something. We gotta, hey, listen, 10 years as champ on the top for a long team. Come on, man. Like I say, they giving David Benavidez hell about fighting Morrell. You understand? Like I say, now look, again, that's just the fight to happen. Tank done already been seasoned up. Shakur been ready. Come on. That's the fight to happen. I don't give a damn what it is, how it is. That's the fight need to happen. So what we need to do as the boxing community, you understand? We got to see what happens. We can't just sit around and wonder what could happen and would happen or wouldn't happen. We got to go and see what's going to happen. We got to force this fight on these guys. So like I say, Zepeda, he can't help that. We already seen just like you know, they giving the kid a lot of flack. You know what I'm saying? But listen, this guy is second to none. Shakur Stevenson is second to none. You know, this guy's skill set, the thing that he got, his God-given ability, you understand, is not to be taken lightly. So, you know, I seen Zepeda, you know, again, this guy throws 1,000 punches, but you know what I'm saying? If you can't hit nobody with him, what good are they? You understand? And Tevin Farmer showed him that. So, and I think Tevin Farmer is God damn it. Hold 1 second. Messing up my video. Who is it?
He making some points, but I think what I'm surprised to not hear him mention is like when he say you gotta hold somebody's foot to the fire. I get you feel like the onus is on one fighter, but
hey, so listen this though.
Look how Bud and EJ
so like I said, these guys ain't fighting for a long time. This is the fight that need to happen. You know, like I say, March, come on, man, goddamn.
I really can't, and you know, it's just an interesting conversation. That's why I'm playing it with y'all. I can't really support. I can't boycott somebody that was trying to fight a current world champion right now, and that dude elected not to fight, and then he resulted into a secondary option. You get what I'm saying? So I just that I can't level with. And again, when you say hold somebody's foot to the fire, you hold both fighters accountable, or you expect for them to get on the phone with each other the same way Bud and Spence did. And I'm gonna keep saying that. I think that's ultimately that's what will have to happen, rather than one guy, you know, being held accountable for a while.
These niggas too rich. They too rich. Come on, like I say. So anyway, though, what I was trying to say is like, you know, you already seen that Zepeda. You know, I think he a good talent, and it will be a good fight. I think he deserving of a shot at the title, but listen, we at the very best, like I say, and he's probably still need a little work. And you know, in that fight, we're going to give that edge to Shakur Stevenson. But in the Tank Davis fight, we don't know that's a 50-50 fight, and that's the fight that need to happen. It's 225. Come on, what we waiting on? What? Listen, tomorrow ain't promising. Yesterday is gone. You know. Listen, man, we got to make this fight happen. So it's gonna take the group. It's gonna take the effort. You understand? Like they said, you know, boycott it. You know, we ain't buying it. We ain't watching it. You know, and this ain't Shakur's fault. This ain't Shakur's fault. Well, I wanted to make that clear. This ain't Shakur's fault. This is Tank fault. This is a Tank Davis problem. You understand? This is a Tank Davis problem, and people are tired of getting the.
It's a boxing problem. It's a boxing problem. It's not a Tank Davis problem. It's not about trying to, like, I don't think you're going to get nowhere trying to make somebody the bad guy. I think ultimately what you need to establish is that both guys want to fight. And if so, then how they going to go about doing it. But I don't think it's, you know, I don't think it's somebody's fault. I don't think it's one guy's fault. I just can't look at it that way. You know what I mean? It takes two. And I ain't saying the other guy don't want it, obviously, but there's a plan in motion, and I don't believe that it involves Shakur Stevenson right now. So I think if this fight is going to happen, it's going to have to be made between them. You get what I'm saying? It's going to have to be them two, not just one guy.
Wool put over their eyes and tired of getting, you know, we want some substance. We want some substance. You know, when you see a Lamont Roach, who is a good fighter and by all accounts a world champion, you understand? But listen, it's just levels to this thing, you know. So like I say, that's one thing I want to move. I seen and I wanted to say this. I've been seeing Boxing Voice. I see them giving them the business. You know, Ness, he always on some bullshit though. But he giving David Benavidez the business. Listen, this guy's a young upstart, and nobody really wants Morrell. You feel me? Like he say, Morrell had a hard time getting a fight. So okay, David Benavidez do need credit because Morrell dangerous. You understand? So it don't matter. You know what they doing? They fast tracking these guys now. You got a good amateur background. You've been international. They
I hope
fast
so.
tracking you, baby. Now,
I hope
even though
so
we
too,
know that's
son.
different,
I really
you know what I
do.
mean? The pros is different. And hold on, before I just want to give a historic reference because you know that's how I do. Like I say, I think his name was Pete Rademacher. I don't know if he was a gold medalist or not, but he fought Floyd Patterson for the heavyweight title in his first fight, man. Got knocked out, never was the same. Got knocked out by Zora Foley. You know what I'm saying? So listen, it's levels and it's times and everything for that. Just because this don't translate to that, you know. So but anyway, Dave Morrell, he can't get no fight. David Benavidez can't get no fight. Better be them, they locked up. So what you gonna do? You go to your best option. I was trying to say this too though. So I want to say, even if like I'm saying, we want to boycott Tank fight. We want them to fight. Let's just skip that shit and make them fight. But listen, if
Nah, we don't want to boycott the fight because we're not being realistic. We don't boycott boxing, especially with somebody that been a part of the business, man. They should know better talking like that. Like it's just strictly the fighter. You get what I'm saying? But the same token, man, this particular situation, I don't think you can do that. You get what I'm saying? I really don't. I just don't think blaming a fighter is the way to go about it. Like that's going to change shit. I think you got to open the line of communication between the two fighters that you want to see the fight with, fighters and teams alike. And I think people getting on the same page is how the fight get made, not, you know, this fate pestering, like you got to chase down one guy for a fight. You don't. You just got to get on the same page with that guy so you could get a fight. Did Earl have to chase Terrence Crawford? Did Terrence Crawford have to chase Earl Spence? No. You know why? Because they got on the phone with each other. I'm going to keep saying, and they talked. They opened the line of communication, and they was able to work with each other. That's what needs to happen, and I'm surprised Bernie is not speaking on that side. Like, this is my first time listening to this far. I listened to the first couple minutes, but I don't know if he's gonna start speaking on that, but he said it briefly. But I think that's more yo, Cal stupid. I think that should be more of the focus because Terrence Crawford is his guy. You was a part of that. Like you was in, you know that they got on the phone with each other and made the fight happen. You know what I mean? It kind of extra powers that went against the natural order of things.
Since Zepeda fell out and they said Schofield stepped up, and that's a entertaining fight. We're gonna favor Shakur, but it's a high profile, it's a fun fight. You understand? So, and to me, if you can't do nothing, if you can't get a fight with substance, then at least have a popular fight. Because you know everybody want to be popular and popular sells. You know what I mean? So I think with the storyline with Shakur and everything, let this guy go get it, man. Let it go. Like I say, Zepeda fell out. We can't help that. That's how the Lord worked. So this guy ready to step it up. They've been talking a lot of stuff. You understand? And we got Tank taking this guy, Frank Martin, you understand, early. This what happens sometimes. You know, you got to talk your way into the fight like Ned said sometime. And like I say, the way the chips fell, you know, this guy Zepeda can't fight in February like he's supposed to.
And McLean was
and that's
good
everybody
with
trying to see if,
Davis
Shakur can, what can he do?
Right.
Can he withstand the pressure? Can he withstand all the punches? How can he, can anybody crack that code? But, you know, he got this guy right here who's supposed to be a hard puncher. Now, how you gonna hit Shakur with it? I don't know, but it's a popular fight. That's what I was trying to say. So if we can't get the Tank Davis fight, which we probably won't, and that's sad and pathetic, then it's a popular fight. I think Shakur and Schofield is gonna be definitely way more popular than Tank and Lamont Roach.
The thing is, though, man, they already locked into, you know, they got business with Lamont Roach. They just making it seem like you could just pull out of it and just go create a whole nother opportunity. Nobody's being realistic. That's the direction they went. At the time of, you got to think, Shakur, by that time, he already hurt and a fight was on his way. So it's like the only thing it did was get pushed back and postponed to March 1st. So you get me? So the timetable ain't lining up. Now I could see this we should just have this, we could have this energy for after this fight. You get me? But first things first, he lined up to fight this guy. Got to get him out the way. I don't see the harm in that, knowing what was to come if everything went the way he wanted it to, right? Loma was on board, NHA was good, fam. How you feeling? So I ain't looking to blame one guy this trip.
Lamont Roach don't have no pizzazz. Lamont Roach don't have nothing. He just a solid fighter, a good fighter. But at least Schofield, he coming with something. He's got a daddy that talk a lot. You know, he be knocking people out. You know, he's a rough, tough customer. You know what I mean? He just no regular old boxer. And which I'm saying Lamont is a good boxer. I ain't taking nothing away from Lamont. But I'm saying in the sensationalism for the fight. That's all I'm saying. And given the fact that we want to see if what Schofield is going to try to see if, you know, whatever Shakur going to run or how you going to beat this guy, how you going to dodge this guy. Anyway, it's a popular fight. It's been a lot of build up in the fight. I think that's a good fight if you can't get the Tank fight. But this is what I'm telling y'all. Listen, man, we got.
I listen, I hear him, but I think, you know, I think Tank Davis and Hector Garcia turned out to be a pretty interesting fight. You know, people probably feel like, yeah, Tank gonna stop him, but I think as long as the fight lasted, it was entertaining to watch. I think the same could be said for Lamont Roach. I think Lamont Roach is better than Hector Garcia. Obviously, he beat him. I think he's better than him, and I wouldn't mind seeing what he's gonna do against him. Right? It's a pit stop, unfortunately, for Tank, and he just got to get through that fight. It's already signed, sealed. They ready to deliver it. So, not gonna cry over spilled milk. It is what it is. On to the next, but I think we should have that energy for after this fight. You know what I'm saying? Steph, my guy, what's good with it, Steph? How you feeling, bro? Happy holidays to you, family. Yeah, he likes Tank. He's in Shakur's corner.
Look, boycott Sal. Stop that shit, man. Listen, bro. We got to make these guys fight. If after this fight, look, hold on, where we going? We going, okay, if this kid fight February, they fight March.
I just don't believe in trying to boycott nobody's fight because that's not it. Like, I think that this Tank shit been blown way out of proportion with trying to demonize that man for his level of competition. If you can't say that everybody else's level of competition is head and shoulders above his, then I don't see why he's the only one that's seemingly getting the responsibility for who he fight. I don't give a damn pay-per-view or not. They all have a responsibility. We know who the top guys are. They all got to start mixing it up, and we know full well why it ain't happened yet. It ain't just as simple as them. We knew Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence didn't happen. It wasn't because of the fighters. The end result showed you that. So don't give me this whole notion that the reason Shakur and Tank Davis can't happen is because Tank is doing something wrong or he don't want to fight. I don't believe that. I don't. I really don't. That's just me, though. I don't believe that.
Shit, these motherfuckers need to be in by August. These motherfuckers need to be in there. Hey, the fight already been warmed up. They want to see these guys fight. You understand? They want to see these guys fight. If Tank come out victorious in March.
Me too, B-Dog.
But listen, he's going to get knocked out. Lamar.
And that's where I'm at with it. You get me? With this one is what it is. Like, it is. It's no boycotting. That's not going to happen. When have you ever seen that happen? We're going to do. Not support it. We're going to be mad at the man for making a living and not support it. Like, you ain't got to. But boxing fan going to support it. Shit, I said it before. You don't do this shit for Tank, then do it for Lamont Roach, right? You like boxing, right? So if you're not going to support it for Tank because you mad at what he doing, then support the underdog. Ride with the underdog. Root for the underdog. Do whatever makes you feel good, but support boxing. We don't need no scenarios where people are pushing that. I'm like that. It ain't that deep, bro. It's not. Boycott it, no. I say don't. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. I'm not saying boycott no fight. Respect to Bernie, but hell nah, that's a little bit far, bro. It's a little bit far. PJ's big dog. What it do, fan? That's what you get me, Lisa. That's all. Like, look, Tank ain't the only one eating here, yo. Tank ain't the only one eating. It's an undercard, y'all. It's a whole undercard. Lamont Roach is a whole other fighter. He got a family too. It ain't just him fighting. Why are we saying that? Nah, let's not. Boy, don't push that. That dude is a real fighter. I don't care what you feel about the outcome. We've been wrong about fights before. Now, I know we feel like we know exactly what's going to happen, but you just never know. Got to see the fights, man. Let this shit happen. Nah, don't boycott it. Be a fan of the sport. Support Lamont Roach. You ain't doing it for Tank, then do it for Lamont Roach. And I genuinely mean that. It's boxing, bro. Support Lamont Roach then. It's that simple. Has Lamont Roach given you a reason not to support him? Why? Why wouldn't he? Man, he's a good fighter. I'm supporting him, rocking with him. Ace, what's good with it, family? Y'all got my pay-per-view. Y'all got my buy. Don't even worry about it. Yeah. Listen, just real quick, to be honest with you, I think if he was fighting him, I think people will go crazy. But I think people are going crazy with Tank. I think they do the same thing that they doing with Tank. The way they complaining about it with Tank, I think they're complaining about it with Shakur the same way. You know? Nah, I'm with that. Yeah. You gotta push boxing, Kyle. Like if you don't like it and I really mean that, am I not making sense to y'all? If y'all don't support it because you don't like what Tank doing, do you like Lamont Roach as a fighter? I do. Even way before this fight came to fruition, I been knew who he was. You get what I'm saying? Liked him after his loss. See, that was a very entertaining fight that he was. Like, I don't know, man. Any man has a chance, and that's all I'm saying. Yeah, the deck might look like it's stacked up against him, but he confident, bro. Just get a man a chance. That's all.
Roach getting his ass beat. I don't give a fuck. Roach getting his ass beat. Tank too smart. Them wild ass shots he take. And I seen his IQ is good, but anyway, nah. It's almost like when George Foreman, how Ali, when he knocked him out, he didn't hit him on the way down. Not sloppy. Let it be classy. I could see that kind of failed him in his.
Let these guys fight. Yeah. This is Zach B. Y'all know where I'm at with it. And I do this shit with class. I still do it with the respect. I ain't got to disrespect this man, but I think it's a little bogus right here. You get me? Think he tripping. You know, ain't boycotting shit. It ain't that deep, bro. Dudes got to make a living. Look, you just choose not to support it, but to tell people not to buy it is wild. And then say, yeah, I'm a fan of boxing, but it's so bad of a fight. There's no way I can pay my money. It's other people on the bill. It's other people up there. There's other people up there. That's all I'm saying. There's other people up there. This was the part of the undercard. This shit coming to fruition. This is what they were throwing out there. There's other people up there who wouldn't pay for Jose Valenzuela and Gary Antoine if that happened. Jamal Charlo's back. You think I want to see him bounce back all the shit the fans been talking? Man been going through mental battles, personal shit, and people been dissing him ever since like he ain't human, calling him everything but his name. Yeah, I want to see Charlo bounce back. Stan Jonas is always in a good, entertaining fight. It's worth the money, man. Support boxing. That's where I'm at. It ain't got shit to do with Tank. You don't like Tank, then like Lamont Roach, like Gary Antoine Russell, if that's the fight. Like Jose Valenzuela that just pitched down there a shutout against Pitbull Cruz. Right? It's supported for that then. It's just that simple, man. I don't have those conversations where I say shit on boxing, bro. That's never going to be my train of thought. And if that's the undercard, y'all, if that's the undercard, yes, it's worth some money. It is. I'm over. And I'm supporting boxing. Shout out to Lamont Roach. Go out there and fight the best fight possible, bro. Go out there and prove some people wrong. Make some people respect you. You know what I mean? You could do that even in a loss, even in defeat, but you can't come out there treating it like you're not going to win. Shout out to him for even taking the fight, too. I ain't seen Spitbucket Bernie in a minute, you stupid. Yeah, it's a good card. At least I ain't tripping. Not against Cornflake. Yeah, he got to get back. You get me? Zach B, he got to get back. I support boxing. I love this shit, bro. And I'm going to always stay true to my name. We not downplaying the fight.
And I want.
And I get it. He has an opinion. He could not like it, but I don't think he thinking that far into it. Like, we shouldn't be talking about boycotting fights. You know what I mean? We should still be talking about, hey, man, all right, we get it. He didn't get Loma. He got him. Yeah, we would prefer somebody else, but this is what we got. Cool. After this fight, man, we should be demanding him to do right what he was just doing before he had this opportunity, going right for the top. If your train of thought was Loma and you ended up with Lamont Roach, cool, get him out the way. If that's what's to be, it's what's to be. Next, just continue doing what you was doing right before that. That's how I look at it. I'm not tripping over no one fight, man. It's not the end of the world. It's one fight. It'll never be another Lamont Roach after that, in my opinion. I don't think so. I don't. I think this is it. I think this is going to be what it is. A one-off. He a filler. And I think hopefully whoever he target after that find their way in the ring. I'm not tripping. Bro. I ain't about to trip. Shout out to Boxing Hacker, man. He said, shouts out to Tank and his homeboy Lamont Roach for committing robbery in broad daylight. Nothing wrong with Fred trying to make money. Nah, man. I think Fred's been making money since the beginning of time, though. But show me a fight that Lamont Roach didn't try to win. You get what I'm saying? You might feel like he in over his head, but shit, people feel like Shakur is in over his head. I've talked to people that feel like there's no way he gonna win, whether it's points, knockout, nothing. They feel like he can't win at all. No, you name the opponent, I'll show you and tell you about somebody that said they can't win. It don't matter. And I think that's a testament to what kind of fighter Tank is. So I know what people expect. I'm gonna say it all the time, but Like no matter who you throw in there, there's somebody out there. There's a naysayer for every opponent or a potential opponent of Tank. There's a naysayer saying what he can't do and why he shouldn't be fighting him. I literally heard people make arguments that Shakur ain't ready. I've heard people do this shit. I'm telling you. And their argument, they're basing it off the dominant wins. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, based on that win, yeah, he ain't knocked this guy out. Yeah, did he win? Did he dominate? Yeah, but he ain't knock him out yet. He ain't ready for it. No matter which way you go. I'm serious. Loma was too old. Shakur ain't ready. You get what I'm saying? He needed to build his confidence. I'm telling you, they've said it. You name it. So I come to the conclusion that some people just have a disdain for that young man and everything he do. And if it's not what they say, then they're gonna go in on him. Now, I'm not saying he don't have a responsibility of delivering. He does. He knows that. But I think I can't stress this enough. If I know that's what his intent was, I'm not tripping on what the end result. Shit that happened outside of his control. And this is where we at. So get this man out the way and get back to the top of the division. Get back to chasing unifications like he was doing. Chasing.
And we ain't never got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
All right, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? Kello, what's good, Brody? Shakur needs to fight his friends. I don't think so. Ain't no demand for it. I revisit that situation if there's an actual reason for it. You know what I'm saying? If there's an actual reason for it, I don't see the reason for it right now. Bro's coming to fight as if yeah, that's all you got asked for, bro. That's all you got asked for is somebody that's gonna come to fight, you know?
I'm gonna say it like this. Not even about Crawford being an all-time great. It's just how it just finished the
but
fight.
Until there's a public demand,
even about,
like, they gotta position themselves. Like they gotta be at a crossroads where they look like they in each other's way. Then me as a boxing fan, I might revisit that thought process. But as it stands right now, I don't see no real demand for them to get in the ring with each other. I just think it's and I question even like why do people want to see it? Because Shakur's so boring. Keyshawn is everything Shakur wish he was. I done heard it all. Why do people have an interest in seeing it? I don't get it. I be confused. I think they just want to see one of them lose, and they know as long as they fight each other, somebody gotta lose, right? And McQueen, my guy, was good with it, bro. I don't know.
And he's
weird,
lacking that, I think. And so that's why he ain't gonna beat no Tank. How you gonna finish him? You too sloppy. You ain't gonna finish him. And Tank, he's slippery too. You ain't gonna. I don't see it. And he don't have knockout power anyway. You know, Lamont Roach is not. He doesn't have a big knockout record, so I don't see him really hurting Tank. He gonna get slapped. You know what I mean? I don't want to say it like that. I'm just saying I'm picturing Tank gonna win. He said he got a rematch clause. They ain't gonna need that motherfucker. You understand? So, like I'm trying to say, come on, baby, listen, come on now. After you fight this guy, if he do fight this guy, we need to boycott him. You understand? We gotta make this shit happen. Don't cover him. Don't worry about nothing. If he ain't trying to fight Shakur, if they, you know what I mean? Come on, we gotta do something. Cause who else he gonna fight after that? And I swear, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't feeling T.O. like that. So I don't give a fuck about T.O. Please do not put him with T.O.
Yeah, I think that's when the conversation to Kello becomes more realistic is all I'm saying. I still respect where they're coming from, but I could have a better conversation around it once that comes to fruition, once that situation is what it is. Because it's natural to have a conversation. It's like, oh, man, y'all champions now. What y'all gonna do? You know? I know people gonna start calling.
Please,
I ain't tripping either way.
I don't want to see that shit.
I really don't care. I want to see all the fights, but I only want to see people fight that want to fight each other. That's what I'm big on, the Kello.
Do you agree?
Don't want to fight each other. I'm not big on seeing that.
I got TJ Hall in there. I got Sam.
They don't want to do
John
it. So
in there.
I
Of course, I
imagine
said Luke Colazzo,
us
Walter
not getting the best
Tran.
fight because of that.
You feel me? All right. Like I say, so appreciate everybody in the chat. I say, you know who it is, man. It's yours truly, Bernie the Boxer. They're not thinking, like I say, so you got David Morrell going up against Benavidez again. You know, they both can't get no fight, so why not fight? That's what I'm saying. It's a popular fight. Who else would he fight? You know, he got the votes.
I think the only person so far that proved that we can prove undeniably didn't want to fight Tank was Loma. I think the rest of that stuff is just narratives. The only thing we know for sure, only guy that negotiated with Tank and pulled out and walked away was Lomachenko. The rest of that stuff is just people creating situations that wasn't there.
Big fight, went up there at 75, which is a good fight. Bozic, so
Gotta
what?
be
He
an
was a real
idiot not to
champion. He
want to
was the
fight
Ring
Tank.
Magazine
You
champion,
at
at one
135.
time.
You gotta
So,
be a fool.
you know,
And
the
I
guy
think
was a
Loma's
crafty
just
guy,
old. I don't think
and
he
he
an
was in
idiot
shape,
or
and
a
he was
fool. I
coming to
just think he
fight,
old.
and he gave Benavidez a little trouble. Wasn't no easy part because Bozic was a good fighter. You know what I mean? So that's what you take on veteran fighters. Wasn't nothing wrong with that. And to get him ranked up in there close to the title or some up there.
Like Lisa, a
Like I
lot
say,
of
you got to
people,
make a
yeah,
splash
as a
first.
fighter.
You got
Gotta
to make
love
a
the
splash
overall
first.
sport.
You know what I'm saying? You just can't jump to the division, like I say, like that. Because matter of fact, this guy wasn't the dominant 68 pounder. He was a fighter in the division, but not a dominant fighter. So at the same time, you know what I mean? He can't just jump like a Bud Crawford could, you know, like a Roy Jones or, you know, some type of special, or Shakur Stevenson or Tank Davis. You know, he just can't do that just yet.
I just want to put this in perspective. I know his approach might not be like his approach, his focus, like his talking points might not be people cup of tea. And I'm not saying listen, I don't agree with no boycott. Y'all know what I'm here for. I'm here for the boxing. But really, all he really saying, the hell with how he's saying it, all he really saying is he just want to see Tank and Shakur fight. It was the same shit we want to see. But it's the little dressing around it, right? Just putting all the onus on one guy. Like I know him feeling like, yeah, Shakur 100% won it, but I don't feel like Tank don't want to fight. I don't. I just feel like it's business. It's business at play, man. I really do. And I'm going to always stand on it. I really believe that. E92 guys who wear hats like this usually be one star revolutionary movements. I used to.
So, but anyway, you know,
Shakur versus Loma, I would love it. I love Shakur Loma, Shakur Tank, Loma Tank, any of them mixing it up. But the problem is, I think when I say Loma is old, I'm not a guy saying he's too old to compete. I just think he's longer in the tooth. I think he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I think that's his problem. I don't think he's scared to fight no fighter. I just think he got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. And it's come at the worst time. It couldn't have came at a worse time. It's the worst time.
Fighting this guy and put him in.
He don't want that fight. 2 cents. I ain't gonna lie. I don't want that
Better
fight.
be, but they got 2 fights, man. I can't be waiting on 2 fights. Better be getting hurt and shit. Injured. Get the fuck out of here. I ain't waiting on. Listen, time waits for no man. All right. So I ain't gonna knock him because that's like I'm saying the same thing about me. You know
I said that. I said it's the dressing around it though. It's too much dressing. But at the end of the day, that's pretty much what he's saying. He's still saying that, but I still don't agree with the way you get into it, right? I'm cool with you wanting it because I know that's pretty much what you're saying you want, but you can't make it seem like it's just as cut and dry as it being one person's fault, and because of that, you got to boycott. Like you don't even see Shakur going about it that way, and I think that's for good reason, right? He ain't talking about boycott nobody fighting. This dude won't fight me, right? I think the fans can take that approach, but I think he know full well it's not a matter of him being ducked by him. And he even said it himself. The last time he spoke, the fight gonna happen. So I think people just be having fun at the expense of Tank, right? They know that shit catch clicks, boycott Tank. You like, you got me to click it. You know, I'm like, boycott. And y'all know I was gonna stand tall for boxing. It ain't no boycott. The fight ain't that bad. The card ain't that bad to the point where you gotta boycott anything. I think that's a bit, extra, excessive. You know what I'm saying?
I stay relevant. You want to stay in the people's eye. You want to stay you want to stay in their good graces. You hear me? You want to stay in their good graces. So a David Morrell versus David Benavidez fight is gonna keep him that. This guy's a puncher. He's rangy. You know, he didn't look good in his last fight, and but this is a big fight. This means something. Okay. So listen. Speaking of big fights, you know what I'm saying. You seen Bo got the news out, you know what I mean, and everybody's in suspense and everything and wondering what it is, and so
I don't know if waiting on Tank and waiting for the opportunity to fight him is the same difference, right? But I think that's what it is, and I truly believe that the powers that be want to build that fight a little bit more. I'm gonna play something from Mickey Bay after this, man.
You haven't heard, if you haven't been close to the grapevine, or you know what I'm saying, it's so cold, man. It's the return of So Cold. Like I say, if you watched him a little bit, good news coming soon, and we got a what you would call a big fish. You know what I'm saying? We got Pachenko, and we going up sometime soon. I don't know if they signed the articles yet, but it's tentatively scheduled, and I think that's going to be a great fight for Steven. If you watched Pachenko, you've seen that he's a rangy boxer. He's top rated in a few of the organization at 168. And Steven is what, a Continental America's champion, a national champion, NABO champ. He's been, like I say, in WBA Continental America's champ, and top rated. You know what I'm saying? Well, we 20-0, 21-0. And Will Round, like I say, you talking about an amateur. Shit, he was one of the best, amateur pedigree, Olympic alternate, national champion, triple crown champion. So, fall all against international competition too. So listen, Steven ain't no slouch, in that department, a top amateur, and had a great amateur background. So like I say, this guy, I don't know much about him, but I finally watched him, and he's a slick boxer. It's a good boxer, but most importantly, it's one that Steven has gained a lot of steam fighting under Bud Crawford and making his mark. And this guy, whoever they pushing him, he's been doing well and boxing well. I seen that.
All right, boom. He babbling on now. I think we got the gist of what we need to get. So he gave his thoughts on it, and yeah, he's gonna be a bit of bias on his side because he team Bud and Core's on that side. Dean, by any means, my guy. What's good with it, Brody? How you feeling? Yeah, I'm about to get this off. Pardon me, y'all. Let me get him off. Shout out to Bernie. I mean, interesting angle. Look, I'm for boxing, y'all. I don't think the fight is that bad. How much are you gonna complain about one fight? The total disrespect that Lamont Roach got to stop now. If he go out there and get smoked in a round or 2 or 3, then cool, I get it. But if he go out there and put up a real fight, just like any other fighter, we gotta chill. Maybe it ain't the big name. Maybe he ain't got the crazy resume that you're looking for. But who do at 35? Who? Like, I know what you want to see, but at the end of the day, we gotta let the business of boxing grant us that fight. All that demand is, yeah, we can talk about it and but what we gonna do? Really boycott somebody's fight? It's not that deep. It's not that serious. Since when have we ever been in control of who these dudes fight next? That shit is a fantasy. Yeah, we can talk about what we want all day, but if it ain't getting to the right people, then it has no effect. You're just crying for nothing. So, end of the day, that fight is not bad. No, it don't need to be boycotted. Shout out to Bernie, but that's a little extreme. Lamont Roach still got to make a living. The fighters on the undercard still got to make a living. You can't forget that, right? So, again, and I say after this fight, then you did demand Tank to fight the other world champions in the division. Then demand the Shakur fight. Do all that shit all you want. I think that's cool, but he already locked in and signed in to fight this guy. Ain't no sense of crying about it. Let it happen. You either can support it or don't. It's just that simple, man. It's that simple. That's simple, but it ain't that bad, and I ain't tripping off it. I seen worse shit. I seen way worse shit. I seen dudes fight gimme after gimme after gimme, man. And although they look at Tank fights like that, but ain't nothing given in boxing. Hold on, I got y'all, bro. I got y'all, man.
Stop, breathe. Breathe. Come here, breathe. I'm okay. Breathe. Did I say breathe? Motherfucker, you ain't okay. Stop playing with me. Now she's telling her to breathe. Go in there.
Ooh, uh-oh. That ain't good. That's the video right there. Opulent. Shout out to my guy. That was wild. The fight tank was all countries and was that to be? That's the whole thing. I think.
Stop. Breathe. Breathe. Come here, breathe. I'm okay. Breathe. Did I say breathe? Motherfucker, you ain't okay. Stop playing with me. Now she's telling her to breathe. Go in there.
Wow. Yeah, that ain't gonna circulate. Jay Grant, shout out to Jay Grant. Damn, yeah, easy. Did I say breathe? Like, wow. He's more, yeah. Is it? That's the one I just told on. Give me a second, damn. I got you. Hold on. Is it a longer version? Let me see. Give me a second. Because people get the block and stuff quick, fast. I'm trying to find it. Hold on. Let me get it. Give me a second, y'all. I'm trying to get the whole joint. Oh, all right. Hold on. I think this is it right here. I think this is it here. All right. Got y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Y'all make sure y'all uppercut that like button for your bro, man. Let's keep rocking, man. Rock with your boy. Was that Pop Possessed? Yeah. Oh, bad. Somebody probably took it down, bro. That's crazy. I gotta find it somewhere. Oh, okay. Hold on, Dean. I got you. Let me see. I'm trying to get the whole joint. Hold on, y'all. Let me get to it. Man, that's wild. He did all that though, man. Fight probably boxing has to go after fights. Other chance why demand it. Yeah, nah, that Zach B. That's where I'm at with it, bro. That's why I say let's just demand it from everybody. It's nothing wrong with demanding that from. It's not wrong with demanding that from Tank. It's not wrong with demanding them to fight the fighters. But let's demand it equally, I think, from every fighter, all of them, right? And I think that's real. That's real. Not single one guy out and say, hey, you got to do X, Y, and Z. They all have to fight each other, bro. Every last one of them. Every last one of them. They have to fight each other. And I don't have no problem with that. They deleted it. That's what it was. It got deleted, Dean. That's what it is. It got deleted. Hold on. Let me see. All right, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all got me going through all types of stuff, man. Get this damn video. Y'all ain't nothing, man. Y'all ain't right. Y'all ain't right. Big Supreme, what it do, my guy? How you feeling? I got y'all, man. Hold on, let me get it. Just give me a second. Y'all make sure y'all uppercut the like button. Yeah, we ain't rocking with none of that. I think this look bad. This couldn't have come at a worst time. I ain't gonna lie to you, yo. Couldn't have came at a worst time, bro. People gonna throw you smooth under the bus for this one, buddy. They gonna throw you smooth under the bus. I don't know what this look all bad. This look all bad. It's hard to explain this one, buddy. Damn, you had your son over there in the corner just looking lost too. Bullet was good with it. None of these guys have been undisputed. Shout out to Deb. Shout out to young Deb. Edgar Chavez, my God, my Jersey Brethren. What's good, bro? How you feeling? Yeah, Big Hanos. Big Hanos was undisputed, man. And they could never take that from him. I'm just waiting for him to bounce back. I want to see Big Hanos bounce back. You know what I'm saying? I want to see him bounce back. Real spill. I'm ready to see the young man get it back. Hold on, it's almost done. Y'all give me a second. I had to download this joint for y'all. Bullet was good with it, fam. Shout out to my guy Edgar in the building. He said, yeah, that one was bad, bro. That itch breathe one. Hey, just what is this? Oh, this Kid Austin pops, bro. This is Kid Austin dad. It's Kid Austin dad being physical with a female. Somebody sent this to me, so you know, I had to pull it up for y'all as requested by the famo. Damn, that's crazy, bro. Hold on, is this it? What's good with it, Bullet? How you feeling, fam?
Now, I'm not saying that's what's gonna be the case, boy. So I'm dad's like I've never. Justin, what's going on, my brother? Sorry.
Where's the joint at?
Be online talking about signing the contract. The contract this.
That ain't. Hold on, man. That ain't what I wanted. That ain't what I was looking for. Hold on, y'all. Is it in the same joint? I didn't want to put it's in the video, but it's long. It's like a clip you sent me, and then I can't get to it. Give me a second. I got it. Hold on. You sent it again. Hold on. Damn it, man. Yeah, it's deleted from that one, Dean. From that one. When I try to click it from there, I found it in here though. Hold on, D1. My guy D1 just let me see if I can get it. Yeah, so it was in this then. Which minute? I'm trying to hold on. I gotta find out what minute it was because he came on with it. I see D1 just sent it to me. Let me see if I can get it up. Y'all crazy. Yeah, man, that ain't gonna look good for Kid Austin, man. And your pops spazzing out like that. Man, you know people gonna hang you for that, bro. They're gonna hang you for that. That's a bad look. You got physical. Let me see something, y'all. Let me see. Let me give me a second. I got y'all. He said, "Oh, the leak." It's probably you could tell. Yeah, somebody leaked it. That's wild. Somebody leaking it is wild, man. Somebody leaking it is crazy. It's in here though. But what? Give me a second, y'all. It's tripping. Cause I don't want the whole he said they doing damage control. Yeah, trying to delete it. That's what's going on. That's exactly what's going on, bro. That's what's happening right now. They trying to get it deleted. They like, nah, man. You gotta get it out of there, buddy. Gotta get it right, buddy. He said, delete the footage. Hold on, man. Pardon me, y'all. Because y'all sending it to me, but it's like blocked. D1 sent it to my phone, but I got to save it. And hold on, let me see. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Saving in my Google Drive. Man, he said, hurt people. Auntie Skull was tripping. Hold on, I got y'all, man. Give me a second, man. Pardon me. Bear with your boy. Because everybody, damn. Hold on. I think I got it now. My bad, y'all. Appreciate y'all bearing with me. My bad. Y'all had me going too hard for a second. I just wanted the clip, not the whole thing. Said, yeah, they about to delete it on Twitter. Yeah, they go. That's all they gonna do. Be mad that somebody downloaded it off Twitter. Auntie Scotia reason never want to get locked up. Man, yeah, that ain't a good look right there, though. That ain't gonna look good for him. That ain't gonna look good for Scoey. That ain't gonna look good for Scoey, man. Scoey done tripped out. And Damn, man. I wonder how you get that up there, though. Where you get that from, bro? Man, can't be out here going to war when you got that kind of stuff out there about you, bro. You can't have that kind of stuff out there about you. Hold on. Damn, sent it to me again, bro. Let me see something. Hold on, I got you. Y'all smash the like button for me, man. We gonna keep rocking. Give me a quick second. Let me do this like this, man. Dang, man. I ain't never had this kind of. That's because they trying to delete it. So when y'all sending me the links, it's like you can't retrieve it. You can't retrieve. I'm like, man, I'm down and downloaded the whole joint. Hold on. All right, let me get back to it. Let me get this, y'all. Man, this is no good for him, man. At this time, with your pops going back and forth like this is gonna be a bad look, bro. Wow, man. Oh. I got y'all. Give me a second. He wild. He about to lose fans. It's gonna look bad. Yeah, this ain't it. This ain't it. I got y'all. It's coming right up. That wow. Yeah, I caught the end of it. I got y'all right now. Wow. Yeah, man. Papa Sco, man. You got some explaining to do, Papa Sco. Papa Sco, we got some explaining to do, y'all. William Old School, what's good, brother? How you feeling? I got y'all. Give me 2 seconds. My bad, y'all. Got y'all. Wow, man. Yeah, he gonna have a tough time explaining his way out of that one. Yeah, man. Yeah, the people ain't gonna like that, Papa Skull. That's why he sits there every time his son doing the interview, the bully and control freak. Hey, man, that start making some of them questions that people ask about you, man. That ain't no good, bro. Nah, Bronze, man, we won't be doing that. Why would I do that? That didn't just happen, right? I don't know when this happened, but this is new. I'm not going to do that. So you might want to go somewhere else. I'm pretty sure you could type it in your YouTube search if you want to see that. Wait, is that Schofield Jr. mom? I don't know who it is. It's all bad though. That's not the type of stuff you want out. Especially at this point, you wanted to be focused on boxing. But I think when you burning bridges, I think pissing people off and turning on people, then you got folks that's gonna play hardball right with you, you know, and that's just really what you're seeing right now with that situations like this. But that ain't a good look. You don't want that type of stuff out there on you. You know what I mean? You gotta be smarter than that, buddy old boy. All right, hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Got you. I got you. Sassy Daz with the Fox locks. You stupid, yo.
Video of Floyd Schofield Sr. doing something. Here's the tape.
No, I been gabbing that last fucking breath you gonna see. I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. I believe me too. I told you don't fucking play with me and cheat on me. March 22nd, man, you was my girl. You was my girl. I don't give a fuck you playing with me, Camille. Because I'm gonna blow your fucking head off. You was my girl. What the fuck wrong with you? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? You was my girl. You was my girl in March 2022. No, you sick motherfucker. 2 years ago, that was your man. Fuck wrong with you?
Mad Sports, the box store, and what's good, Brody?
Stand up. You don't deserve that shit, but stand up. Stand up. No. I'm okay, I'm sorry. Stop. I'm sorry. Stop. Breathe. Breathe. Come here, breathe. I'm okay. I said breathe. Did I say breathe? Motherfucker, you ain't okay. Stop playing with me. Now she telling her to breathe. Go in there.
Yeah, that's wild. Ambrose was good with it. Yeah, that's rough, y'all. Man, that's rough. I mean, yeah, Los was good with it, man. Yeah, that ain't good right in the middle of your son's career while y'all trying to build. All right, we ain't condoning that over there. That's why I don't know when that happened, but I know I just seen it today. It got sent. It's getting leaked. He making some enemies out here. I ain't gonna lie. He making some enemies out here, and I think that would have never came out had you not, butted heads with that particular individual. So I don't know how recent that is, but that's gonna be all bad. They probably trying to delete it and report it as people share that joint on Twitter, but you can't get away from that. That ain't no good. That's kind of bad. And I just wanted to say this, like, you obviously we curious. We wanted to see it. Like, we not gonna make light of the situation and make fun of it. I'm not gonna keep replaying it over and over and over again. But I hate when if the buck is on somebody, like if somebody did wrong, why do we revisit what other people did wrong? When it was their turn, it was their turn. I'm not gonna revisit what somebody else did years ago, and it wasn't this type of shit. It's a different, and I hate to even justifying it, but this ain't the same thing. Intentionally causing harm to somebody and throwing a punch and somebody kind of being in the way and you hit them. We've seen that silly shit like that happen all the time. That don't mean he was intent on trying to hit the girl. That's way different. So I'll play the Shakur. No, we're not going to play that. No, we're not going to play that and none of the other videos. I'm playing this because this is what's being sent to me. But I hate when we do that. Why rehash a situation that has nothing to do with this? This is my first time saying it, so it's new to me. That other stuff is that other stuff. They dealt with that shit. It was nothing like that. And I hate the fact that people make it seem like he was intending on trying to hit a female when it clearly was a female trying to be in the way where her man was about to get punched on. I seen that weird ass video. Still a bad look, but I know he said he had never put himself in that situation again. And since then, he ain't came close. So kudos to him for cleaning it up and not putting himself back in a situation like that. But nah, that ain't good. I don't know how new this is. Your son seeing it and he reacting to it like it's regular. I mean, at that point, you got to tell him to chill. I mean, I think that's the right thing to do. You know what I mean? I ain't in y'all business, but once it's out in public, somebody leaked this shit. I don't know who did it, but somebody leaked it. But yeah, that ain't the look, man. You don't want that. You don't want that to fall on your son. And think about it. You the mouthpiece. So everything you do is people got your son in mind. You get what I'm saying? And you know how that shit looks. So, man, hopefully whatever situation you got going on, I hope this wasn't recent. Hopefully that's something he put behind him since then. I don't know, but I don't know what the timestamp is on it, but that's a bad look for his son. If he fortunate though, because in any other sport, it'd be way worse. It was like he was a basketball player, a football player. That should be way worse. Lucky it's boxing. You fortunate that it's boxing. I mean, boxing, you kind of you tend to get away with shit, and that's the messed up part about it. But that ain't it though. That ain't it, man. I don't know what happened, but I'm gonna tell you straight up, man, that ain't it. And I ain't see nothing that she did that warranted no physical contact whatsoever. It's like she wasn't aggressive. She wasn't even, I ain't hear her cursing, getting crazy. I seen like that look terrible, bro. Like there's no reason for it. She wasn't like had a knife to you and you had to get her all. It was none of that. That's wild, bro. That ain't it, bro. That's not it, man. I'm sorry, that ain't it. I ain't trying to be funny, but we adults, man. We ain't got to ignore it. It happened. It's out. People talking about it. Like I said, I'm not going to keep replaying it because I don't even like what he was saying. You don't want to be in those situations like that, bro. That ain't it. That's not it, dude. That's not it. And it seemed like all for nothing, too. Like all for nothing. Like I didn't even see nothing. You just seemed like you just snapping off. Like that shit look terrible, bro. Look terrible, man. Stop running that man's social media because you bringing a lot of hate to your son. That's with much respect to y'all in y'all situation. Justice for Camille. Yeah, he did say that was her name in the video. For sure, Justice for her. That shit crazy. That ain't no good, bro. Oh, I don't know how that got out. Teach was good with it, Teach. I'm not. Yeah, man. Yeah. It was mine in 2022. Like, what the hell? Dude, that's tripped out. He bogus. Damn, I didn't expect that, y'all. Salute to y'all, man. That was wild, though. Man, you gotta tighten up, buddy. You gotta tighten up, Papa Skull. Can't be doing that. That's why he said today. He said I heard him say today on Mill City he be going to therapy so he could control himself. So maybe that's why he in therapy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't make light of the situations. I ain't got bashed the man, but I just know that's not a good look. There's no reason why any of that was warranted. I know people should get heated, but damn, bro. Then the fact that your son in the mix just sitting there just looking like, yeah, that's a little weird. You know what I'm saying? That's a little weird. We got another one, y'all. Shakur hit a girl too. Did Shakur intentionally hit a girl? Did he grab her up and throw her down on the ground and all of that? Or did he swing a punch at a dude and he just happened to hit her? Don't make it right, but the intent was totally different. He didn't intend to hit that girl. I don't know why what do that have to do with this? You think Shakur didn't get criticized for that? I don't even think I had a channel when that happened. But you don't think he got criticized? Like, you don't think he criticized himself for that? He knew that was a bad situation to put himself in, but that's the difference. His intent there. He wasn't manhandling no female. It was a guy in the mix of that. Let's put context to it. Let's not just say, oh, he hit somebody. The end result was him hitting a girl, which was the worst thing that I think he done in his career. But we all know that wasn't the plan. You know what I mean? Y'all just be being weird. Jesus was good with it, fam. He may have approached him about wearing her panties. Dub stupid. He found out why they call him Auntie. Hey, Dub, they found out why he throw his head, why he whip his head back like that. Cass said somebody to put some physical therapy on his ass. Yeah, that ain't it though. Know what I mean? That Papa Skull, that ain't it. Champ. And it's fresh, so I know it's gonna circulate, and that's gonna do damage because people gonna be in your comments. He gonna have to turn his comments off on social media. Oh, he definitely gonna have to turn them comments off. You gonna have to turn them comments off. You have to turn them comments off. You gonna have to turn them joints off. You ain't gonna be able to communicate with nobody. You ain't gonna be able to kick it. They gonna be on your ass, yo. And the internet, y'all know the internet is unrelenting. Yeah, man, it don't let up, bro. Yeah, he's scared and then told her to breathe, bro. Like what? That was wild. I'm letting him off light, but that was wild. I don't get it, opulent. That shit just weird. And if you put context to it, wrong is wrong. It's wrong. But you know what the intent was there. He didn't try to do that. He wasn't going for no girl. That wasn't the same shit. I hate when people do that. I don't get it. And like he did it too. Little Me Too ass. Hey, me too. Him too. What about him? He did it. What are you going to say about him? That shit happened years ago. I ain't supposed to bring that back up just to make somebody feel good. Maliza, my guy. What's good, family? Yeah, kid. I ain't saying like he's supposed to hook off on him, Los, but I think like naturally, your natural instinct is to be like, yo, chill out. Cause you know what's to come of that. Like if it go left for you, y'all lose. Y'all have no win in a situation like that. So you gotta sometimes save your people from themselves, right? If you see somebody going off the deep end, you gotta if you got the opportunity to intervene, you do so. You don't let it go too far. You don't just sit back and watch it, yo. That's my only thing. You don't sit back and watch it. I swear, Zach B. It's the weirdest thing I ever seen, yo. I'm surprised. It said Core, not Tank. Maybe they know, maybe because the Core is in the title, or maybe they know I rock with. Maybe that's why they went Core, not Tank. I'm surprised. Usually they just what about Tank? They do that same corny shit. It's corny. I don't know how old this tape is, 2 cents, but it's new to all of us. That's the crazy part, right? It could be 5 years old, but it's just new to us. But I don't know how new it is, though. I have no idea. I mean, I know it just came out, choked her and told her to breathe and slammed her after that. Yeah, I know my man Deem over there, like, boy, give me 5 minutes. Edward Torres was good with the boots out here, Doug and Virgil. Nah. They ain't get that far. I think it's up to, you got to think, man. It's not as, that situation is not as complex as ducking, right? It's a matter if Boots really wants that opportunity, right? And not saying that he don't if he don't take it, but it's like, what do he want more? Do he want the Virgil fight more than he want a potential unification at 47? That's a real decision to make. Put yourself in his shoes. Don't be a fan for a second. Picture you being Jerron Ennis. You worked your whole career at 147, and the big fights evaded you, but none of it, you did nothing wrong. You just can't get the big names in there. Now you find yourself at a position where the belt, a title defense, and you had a situation where you could potentially get a unification or vacate that title and move up to 54 and fight Virgil Ortiz, who's a very dangerous fight, might I add. I don't care what nobody think. If we think Boots will beat him, it's still a dangerous fight. So that's a decision. We got to start really being fans and understand. Put yourself in them shoes. Like us being fans, we like, man, leave that title alone. And part of me feeling like that because the way he sounded in his post-fight, like he ready for the 54 move. So part of me is like, yo, just let that title go up there. But I'm being real, like, what do he want? You don't know if he wants to stay at 47 and try to chase a potential unification, if he want to wait that out and see what happens there, or if he want to vacate the title and fight Virgil. You heard, I played it already. You heard, listen, I'll play it real quick, man. Y'all smash that like button for your bro, man. We're going to cook for a little bit more too, man. Look, I'll let Eddie Hearn said it better than me, man.
Is Virgil Ortiz versus Boots Ennis happening? Maybe Feb 22nd?
Maybe. It's we have been in discussions. Obviously, Boots would rather fight at 147, but Virgil won't fight there. He's moved to 154. I think, there will be an announcement very soon about February 22nd. The problem is it's Thanksgiving today, which is not easy. It's like me trying to negotiate a deal with a UK fighter on Christmas Day. But we like the fight, but we also... Boots really has to make the decision, do you get rid of the belt or do you move? And I don't know which way it's going to go.
See, do you get rid of the belt or do you move? We over here, we pass the narratives. We don't just do, oh, he's ducking. Nah, bro. Like, if you were Boots Ennis, bro, like, what decision would you make? You got a decision to make. It's not ducking. That shit is deeper than that. If he said, nah, I ain't, think about something, man. I'm tired of this shit. I don't care what nobody say, whether you favor Boots or not, going straight up to 54 and dethroning Virgil, beating him or whatever the case, that's not going to be an easy fight for him at all. Stylistically, it'll be a fun fight for all of us. It's going to be a test for both. Virgil already acclimated somewhat to 54. Boots Ennis hasn't. So you got to think, boxing is about advantages. You don't know if he want to go straight up there and fight that dude right away. You don't know. I'm not against it, and I think he'll do fine if he was to do it, but we don't know what he wants to do. We always talk about what we want. When do we start talking about what the fighters want? If that's his career, what do he want to do? Do he want to say, the hell with 47? Is he like, yo, this belt doing me more harm than good, so I might as well just go on up, right? He might not see it that way. He might be like, yo, I'm right here. 147 is mine. I'm not going nowhere. Then what we going to say? Yo, he ducked Virgil, yo. No, he made a decision. It's his career. This shit deeper than ducking, man. Go up there to try to please no fans. I only want Boots Ennis to go up to 154 pounds if that's something that he truly wants to do, because that's how I feel we'll get the best version of him. It got to be a move he really want to make, not just something and then you got to consider once he go up, it's over. So it ain't no more coming back down. So he got a real decision to make, bro. So you can't point, Virgil Ortiz can point to no time in history and say Jerron Ennis has ever ducked him or avoided him. It can't even be said. But right now, the opportunity is here, but it's up to Boots. And if he decides to say, look, I'd rather stick it out at 47, I can't be mad. He's been very adamant about wanting them titles and wanting to be undisputed, then going up. So I don't know why people feel like that's not still a possibility. That's what he's always said. You get what I'm saying? Yeah, he did. But, I think sometimes, that emotions high. That's right after a fight. He did say it. But look, let me level with you, Edward. That's why I'm saying I would like to see him go up there, because he sounded like in a post-fight he was done. So in my opinion, for me, I would love to see him go up there and get Virgil. but I'm a realist. I know it ain't up to me, and I'm real enough to say, but what does Boots want? And I know he got two choices. Stay at 47, try to pursue unifications, and really continue to try to chase undisputed, or stay the hell with that belt, go up to 54. You get me? Nah, I favor Boots too, but that's a tough fight. Let me be real. Like, people don't act like they just eat. That ain't no easy fight for Boots. Virgil Ortiz is not gonna be easy for nobody. That dude tough, and he keep coming. He's strong as hell. He hit hard too, and Boots get hit, right? It'll be a good fight. I definitely favor Boots, but I'm real. Like, I'm gonna support whatever he do. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at with it, because I can't control it no way. I could just support it. So I get it, because 147 is there for the taking. Like, who in here don't got Boots winning out, running the table at 47 if given the chance? Just about everybody, right? You get me? So he might feel like that, like, I'm right here. So I don't know if that's what he still want to do. You heard Eddie. He said, I don't know what he going to do. If he going to drop the belt and go up there, he'd rather fight at 47. But Virgil ain't coming down here. You get what I'm saying? So I'm with you. I know I would love to see that fight right now, because I feel like the fight evaded him at 147. I always felt like that was going to be his big fight at 47, him and Virgil. But Virgil up at 54 now, so maybe he go up there. You know what I'm saying? But I get it. He just got a choice. But I felt like that post-fight, when you start talking about how long you've been somewhere, how old you are, I'm like, man, just go up. Just go up. Please just go up. Go up. So I'm with you. We definitely need him at 54. I've been doing lives on it too, man. I'm with you. I love to see Boots at 54. I think he'd do well there. But keep this in mind. Virgil Ortiz has had somewhat of an opportunity to acclimate. Boots would be his first fight. That shit matters sometimes. And I ain't saying it'd be the end all be all, but you got to consider that. I don't know if his first fight at 54 would be Boots Ennis. You know what I'm saying? I mean Virgil Ortiz, but I ain't against it, bro. And I do think it's a fight he could win. But Virgil is the goods for real. I think he is what he is. He tough as hell, strong. He can box. He's smart. He get hit, so that makes him exciting. You know what I'm saying? But he's a damn good fighter. Boots and Boychuk, yeah, that's a brawl. Because Boots like to fight, and so do Boychuk. That's a fight. That's a good fight. It's a good fight. Eddie has guys off. WBA Mando, he couldn't get him to step aside to make Boots versus Stan Jonas. Now Stan Jonas probably fight Buddy on Tank's undercard. Right. I seen that. Right. You right. Right. Shout out to the plug, the fax machine, LWBoxing. Like I said, man, if y'all ain't tapped into my guy, go tap into him. That's a real one, man. You want your information, correct, narrative free. You want some of that information early, holla at my boy. Shout out to everybody, man. Appreciate y'all in the building, man. Smash that like button as well. We're going to keep rocking. Make sure y'all sub to the channel, man. Virgil Ortiz versus Xander Zayas. It's more level up. I think Virgil beat Xander. I think it'd be too much for him. I could be wrong. I think Virgil would be too much for him. GXTV said Virgil lost his last fight, in my opinion. Yeah, it was a tough one, GX. It was a tough one. He got dropped twice. Boychuk was on his helmet. You know what I'm saying? Boychuk was on his helmet. Definitely. Boots need to acclimate correctly. Hey, man, talk to him, Cash. You get me? You get what I'm saying, right? So that's stuff to consider. That's stuff that as fans, we don't even think about. We like, man, we just look at Boots. We like, man, frame, like, yeah, he can get in there and compete right away. But you got to be smart, man. Weight classes are for a reason. And again, you want to acclimate the right way. I always use Andre Ward as a perfect example. He didn't jump up to 175 and go right to Kovalev. He got a couple fights first. He acclimated to the weight class. Then he went for the killer. Virgil Ortiz is a killer. I don't give a damn what Boychuk did in his last fight. Virgil Ortiz is a damn killer in the ring, bro. He a beast. That dude is a monster. I don't look at him no different after his last fight. So that shit bound to happen. He just had somebody that was wanting to fight just as much as him, and that's what you got. You know what I mean? A damn razor-thin close fight with him getting knocked down 2 times unexpectedly. It's part of the game. That shit happens, bro. It happens. I like Virgil, though, man. I like him. He tough as hell. He tough as hell. He ain't got no quit in him. You're going to have to beat Virgil up. That's what, see, that's the part people missing about that Boychuk fight, too. He tough as hell. Everybody ain't going to be able to do to Virgil what Boychuk did. I'm telling you. And that just proved to me, what that fight proved, that you got to really beat Virgil up. You got to beat him up. I believe now, I'm really believing what Robert Garcia say, how tough he is. Yeah, I believe that. I believe you got to beat that boy ass, man. He ain't quitting. You're going to have to beat the fight out of Virgil. He ain't got no quit in him, and I appreciate him so much for that. I seen him getting dropped. You see how eager he was to get right back in there after getting dropped, like embarrassed, like he wasn't with. That dude was right back in the mix. There ain't too many fighters like that, yo. I'm telling you, I like Virgil. I do. I don't think he fought bums. Elaza, nah, Virgil got some good competition. He fought some solid fighters at 47, bro. He fought Hooker. Didn't he fight Mean Machine? He fought a couple solid guys there. He fought a couple solid ones. Not like no world beaters and nothing like that, but he fought solid competition. That's war for Alexander Brand and Sullivan Barrera to get 75 before Kovalev. Absolutely. And I've seen them both. I like that Sullivan Barrera performance. That was pretty. The first one to give him an L, I think Sullivan was still undefeated when he fought Ward. Happy holidays to the queen, Tay, the real queen of MMA combat. How you feeling, queen? Always good to see you. Yeah, Kavalauskas, Hooker, McKinson was undefeated. I know he didn't have a lot of knockouts, so people see that and they like, he couldn't, but he could box. He made Virgil box a little bit. He could box. So he fought solid competition. You get what I'm saying? You got to think who you got beating him outside of the name guys that was there, the Errol Spences, the Terrence Crawfords, you get what I'm saying? Maybe Boots Ennis. Outside of that, who would you have undoubtedly beating Virgil at 47? I think he beats everybody else outside of them and gives all of them tough fights. All of them. You get me? Virgil a dog. You gotta put some respect. Like, listen, I get it. We see names or lack thereof, and we think you ain't fought nobody. Look, Virgil is a dog. Ain't too many people getting in there doing to him what Boychuk was doing. I'm telling you, don't be fooled. Boychuk is a dog in his own right. You know what I'm saying? He trained like a damn universal soldier. So that shit just different. You know what I'm saying? He different. Not everybody can do the Virgil what he did, man. Yeah, Boots cleans out 47 for sure, in my opinion. He'll have some good, interesting fights there, but he'll beat those guys. Then pick Ron over Tank. Now the rehydration clause, I don't think you can. I mean, me personally, whether rehydration clause or not, I think that fight was won because of skill. Somebody got to show me where at in the fight that the rehydration clause affected Ryan Garcia. Did he look gassed? Was he out of shape? Was he huffing and puffing in between every combination he thrown, looking gassed and spent? Absolutely not. He arguably, and I think it's obvious at this point, was in better shape for Tank Davis with the rehydration clause. Y'all don't get what y'all saying. The rehydration clause forced Ryan Garcia to be in shape, and y'all don't get it. It forced him to be disciplined. That's all it did. People think it weakened him. No, Tank ain't let him come in there and be undisciplined. He forced the man to be disciplined. He actually did him some good. If he'd have came in there out of shape against Tank, he would have got fucking smoked. He would have got his head spun around probably worse than what he did, man. I'm telling you. That's all that was. That's all Tank did was make Ryan be accountable for himself and actually be in shape in a fight and be disciplined about your weight. That's all it did. That shit didn't weaken him, yo. He got beat up because he's not as smart as Tank. That was IQ. Look at how the fight played out. It had nothing to do with him being physically compromised in no way, shape, or form. Show me, and again, stop going over what you think. You think he was weak because he waited till after he got his rib punched halfway out his back to try to complain about a rehydration clause when he's on record saying he was eating, he was healthy, how dumb Tank was, how easy Tank is to confuse. He's in great shape. What y'all forget he said all of this. You don't get to take all of that back after you get your rib broke. You got your kidney punched to the other side of your body, and now all of a sudden there's the rehydration. No, Tank beat you because he's smarter than you. Starting with the fact that he controlled your lead hand. Something that Devin Haney didn't do. No disrespect to him, but that shit was won because of IQ. He was going to get Tank. Tank had to be smart. Did we forget how that fight played out? That dude wasn't out of shape. He wasn't huffing and puffing in between combinations. He was going at Tank until Tank sat his ass down and then later on cracked that rib and sat him down. Y'all forgot Ryan was fighting every step. He was fighting back. Nah, bro, we got to stop doing that. The man himself said he was in shape. Why would I say he not? He said it. Then he comes back. Nah, man, I wasn't healthy. No, yes, you were. Tank Davis forced you to be in the best shape of your life. And I'm stamping that. Guarantee you that Ryan Garcia was never in that good of shape in no other fight that he was in. That's what that was. That shit forced him to be in some shape for real. I'm telling y'all, don't let that shit fool you. The way which one? Because when he showed up in there with Devin Haney, he was big as hell, right? Tank Davis just made the man be in shape for real. and not blow up crazy in between and from the way into the fight. That's all he did, bro. Force that man to be disciplined. I'm telling y'all, we're not giving him no out. He lost because he ain't smarter than Tank. That's an IQ thing. You see how that fight played out? And Ryan had his little minor success. He had some success in the fight, but man, nah, that shit was won because Tank is a smarter fighter than him. More disciplined, more experienced, more committed, more focused. That's why, man, we forgetting all the real reasons why he lost that fight. Nobody can point to not one point in that fight where you could say, look, he looked compromised. Y'all just looking at the physique, and because the man wasn't 180, y'all think he was compromised. Nah, man, we're not giving him that. He had no business being that damn big fight, no lightweight anyway. Hell no. No, we're not giving him that. His ass was in shape for the Tank Davis fight. That's what that was. He was in shape. That's why we ain't used to seeing that. That's exactly what that is. We ain't used to seeing him in shape. Dude ain't fought at 140 yet, for real. You get me? He ain't fought at 140 yet. Nah, man. That guy is undisciplined. That's what he showed me. I'm never making no argument that he was compromised any type of way when I see the way he carried it now. No, he's not disciplined. Look at how he snuck the 140. He's the only fighter that snuck the 140 and ain't fought at 140 yet. You get me? That's a discipline issue. Tank said, nah, you want this fight? I'm going to force you to be disciplined, bro. Yeah, I'm going to force you to be disciplined. And he probably did him a favor. Probably did his ass a favor. I'm telling you now, if he was out of shape against Tank, it would have got worse. In my humble, honest opinion, had he been out of shape for the Tank Davis fight, he would have got hurt even worse. He was actually able to perform in there. He was fast. You get what I'm saying? His punches looked like they had some pop on them. Wasn't nothing wrong with Ryan. He just wasn't big as hell. He just wasn't 180 pounds. That's all that was, bro. Tank little ass beat that man because he's smarter than him, bro. Yeah, man. Shit. Nah, I mean, look, fighters say it. Fighters say they had bad weight cuts. They say it. They'll say it. What was he supposed to say? But what do you have to base him off being dehydrated besides how you think, what you feel, right? Because what do you have to go off physically? What did you see? Like, how was he dehydrated? I'm trying to understand this shit. The man was stuffing his face with tacos. Y'all must have forgot. He was stuffing his face with tacos, boxing hackers, eating tacos, talking about how dumb Tank was. I'm never going to forget that. I was like, oh, he good. That man was in shape for that Tank Davis fight, and he got beat up. That's all it was, bro. He was in shape. That's all, man. I'm telling you. And aside from that, just look at the way the fight played out. Is that a fight played out because somebody is compromised? What was Ryan unable to do in the ring against Tank that he's able to do in any other fight? What? Because he damn sure ain't had to fight in bursts and spurts. He was really on the front foot going after Tank. Do people forget? And he had energy. He didn't get tired. He got sat on his ass because he got too brave. People forget. He took his lead hand away. He prepared for the left hook. This is why Tank beat him. That's IQ, man. Hell nah. I ain't never giving Ryan that. He lost because he is not the smarter, better fighter. Simple. That shit ain't hard. Who the hell thinks Ryan Garcia would have beat Tank without a rehydration clause? So y'all telling me because you think he would have been heavier? What he would have did differently? He's still the same fighter. So you telling me an out of shape Ryan is going to beat Tank Davis? How in the hell is he going to do that? I'm telling you right now, one thing I know for sure is the fighter that you don't want to get in the ring with and not be in shape is Tank Davis. You got to be out your damn mind. You have zero to no shot beating him if you out of shape. I don't give a damn what you talking about and where you at. You anywhere near his weight class at 135-pound lightweight or 36 rehydrate, I don't care. If you get in the ring with that man, you are not in shape. I guarantee you get knocked out. You won't make it out of that fight. And Ryan made it, 6-7 rounds, bro. He made it. It wasn't because he was tired. Tank just got rid of his ass, cracked his rib. It was punch placement. You get me? But he wasn't in there looking like, I can't fight back. He was fighting back. That dude was strong and he was fast. You get what I'm saying? Facts, B-Dog. I'm telling you. I understand people's concerns, but I just can't do that. I know skillfully, like, that fight, if Tank wasn't the better man, that rehydration clause wouldn't have been the reason he won. We have to be real enough to, like, that's being real with yourself. We know what Tank displayed. in a boxing ring, and we know how undisciplined Ryan Garcia is. We know he caught Tank at one of the best times in his career when he's been the most focused. So you telling me he was going to beat that version of Tank Davis, being a guy that known to not be disciplined and focused on his craft? You can't be serious. There's no scenario where he beats him. None. Not at 140, not fully rehydrated, none of that. He gonna always lose because he don't the IQ, bro. He ain't smart enough and he too impatient. Nah, man, he'll never beat Tank. Respect to him, but he'll always make it a good fight because Ryan can fight and he ain't trash. Even though that he lost that Tank fight, he made it a good fight as long as it lasted. The man was going after Tank. He was trying to knock him out. He was trying, bro. Shout out to Ryan, man, but he on my list right now. Carmel Moulton missed weight by 14 pounds for his fight tomorrow on AC. Cash weight was 133. Wow. Let's see how many people talk about that one, Dub. Wow. So that's why I call him the plug, because I ain't know that. Carmel Moulton missed weight by 14 pounds for his fight tomorrow. And AC, New Jersey, catch weight was 133. Wow, that's bogus, bro. That's bogus. Yeah, he had to follow the same rule. Kev was good with it. Shout out to Kevin King in the building, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's 14 pounds is bogus. I don't even. How the hell do you do that? Did they just miss that? Like, what the hell did he do? Or is he just growing? Like, because I know that had happened to Jahai Tucker, and I know his peoples was saying like he had some crazy ass growth spurt and just it was nothing he could do. His body was growing. Like I ain't there to argue with him. I just thought it was interesting. But damn, 14 pounds is wild. Yeah, he gotta be big as hell to send something. He must be ready to go up a class or something. That's a lot. A shout out to everybody in the building, man. You know, before walking into the ring. Nah, man. I'm telling you, bro, that you notice you keep talking about looks. Looks are deceiving. Haven't you seen big guys that look like they strong but don't really punch like certain other guys? Looks are deceiving, bro. You get what I'm saying? That shit don't mean nothing. You pay attention to how he performed, not how he looked. He just was in shape. That's all that was, bro. Yeah, he had a full. He had the whole turkey, bro. Hey, Dub, he had the whole turkey, bro. Carmel had the whole turkey, bro. He said, "What fight?" Carmel said, "What fight?" Well, I got to fight. What, bro? Had the whole turkey, man. And that's crazy. That's crazy. Shout out to my guy, the Fax Machine, again, man. To the real boxing heads, y'all tapped into a real one, man. I'm gonna keep saying it. Dante's Boxing Talk, my guy. Carmel fighting on Danny Garcia cards. Yeah, he's fighting. Yeah, for the tomorrow, the 30th. Yeah, Keith Cologne fight tomorrow too. Damn, man, AC, you right. Man. 14 pounds. Yeah, 14 pounds is wild. It's like he clearly too much for that weight class. He outgrew it or something. Something happened. Weight drain based on what, Sonny? That's what I'm saying. You see how I'm willing. Most people gonna argue you down and just tell you wrong. Just do is really. I'm a man. I'm gonna have a conversation with you. I hear you. You're basing it off physical appearance. What actual, evidence or what could you point to say, yeah, he was drained? What he was in better. He was heavier, right? And he looked bigger physically for Devin Haney, but was in worse shape. How y'all can't see that? What boxing? Y'all just looking at a man's physique and y'all like, yeah, he's drained. Yeah, nah, he was in shape for real, bro. He was in shape. Somebody made him be disciplined. He had to be disciplined. That's all that rehydration clause did, is make him have to be disciplined, bro. Y'all tripping with that weight shit. And again, if y'all really want to push that narrative about drain, tell me what evidence. What could I go back and look at that fight and say, yeah, Ryan was drained? You see that? Yeah, this would have never happened if he wasn't drained. Y'all tripping. Earl wasn't weight drained either, bro. Earl wasn't weight drained. His own trainer said it. You think I'm going to argue with his trainer? His trainer said it had nothing to do with being weight drained. Earl Spence losing. His own trainer said that. Hell no, I'm not giving him that either. I'm not giving him that. Nope. We don't get to pick one fight and say he was drained. Earl Spence been on borrowed time at 147. You could argue if you're going to say that, he was drained for his last 3 fights or so at 47 before he got to Terrence Crawford. So, nah, I'm not going to give him that either. No. Ryan was eating all types of tacos, saying Tank was a dummy. Hey, Day. I keep telling these people, bro. I keep saying the same thing. They don't remember. He was talking about how now injured. Yeah, that's some conversation around that, Sonny, because I heard some things through the grapevine, but not weight drain. No, not weight drain. He said it had nothing to do with weight at all. And that's all I'm telling y'all, bro. I understand that y'all looking at Ryan, and I know he looks slim, but that's just Ryan if he's disciplined, y'all. I can't stress this enough. That's just him being disciplined. Yeah, y'all, that's all that is. Y'all thought how he was sick. No, you're not used to seeing him that because the guy blew up, because he big. That's all that was. And the first time somebody didn't let him do that, we like, yeah, he drained. Nah. And if you drain, then that means what? You fighting at a weight class where you shouldn't be at. So whose problem is that? Whose fault is that Ryan is drained? Is that Ryan's fault or is that Tank's fault? Tank can't control Ryan's body. He don't have shit to do with what Ryan is on fight night. He only worry about him and what he got going on. That's it. And how he make weight. Ain't got shit to do with Ryan. And Ryan is drained. Ryan need to go his big ass up. And guess what? All y'all talking about he drained. Name a fight that he fought at 140. He not disciplined. Stop talking that drain shit. He's not disciplined. Y'all not moving me off my square. He is one of the more undisciplined fighters in the sport. The man literally said he spent a training camp drinking and smoking. And y'all in here arguing about drained? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. He lived wild. That's why. Y'all used to seeing the dude be way bigger than he should be on fight night. Hell no. Drained my ass. Tank made his ass be in shape for the first time in his career. He did him a favor, bro. Did that man a favor, bro. Yeah, he did. He beat him because he was better. I keep trying to tell y'all. They beat that man because he's the better fighter, smarter fighter. Yeah, if you can't make the weight, if you're drained at the weight, bro, you got to move up. That's not Tank's fault. You was calling his name for years, talking about how you wanted to fight. And then as soon as you get the opportunity, I was drained. Then you should have made 135 pounds like Rolly Romero did and rehydrated to whatever you want. Don't miss me with that. Ryan fumbled. He fumbled it. He fumbled the ball. He said Asian boy broke them ribs up. Yeah, Ryan, are you okay? I'm sorry. Frank Martin drained. Frank Martin looked like he had a bad weight cut. I ain't gonna lie. Frank Martin looked dehydrated. His mouth looked dry. He looked like he wanted to. He sat down immediately. He looked like he didn't want to get asked no questions. He definitely looked like he looked compromised. But it's no surprise there because his very next fight he talking about going up to 140. But that's not why he lost the fight either. You know what I'm saying? He lost the fight. He lost the fight before he was performing well in the beginning. Don't give me this drain stuff. Frank Martin lost because he was in there with a better fighter too. You know what I'm saying? I think he do. I think he's ready for the next weight class. Absolutely. But why do we single out the one time you lost and be like, oh, you're drained? He had a bad weight cut. He on record saying he had a bad weight cut for Artem. He still won that fight. So don't give me this shit about him being drained for Tank. He on record. He said he had a bad weight cut for the Artem fight. And he won. I don't care how close he won. So don't give me that. You get in there, the difference was levels. He was in there with a Tank Davis and not a damn Artem. You know what I'm saying? So if you anything less than 100%, you was going to sleep regardless. You wasn't going to beat that man anyway. You showed me that. We got to stop giving people excuses for why they took L's when it suit a narrative that you want to push. If a guy is drained at a particular weight class and signs up to fight a certain particular fighter at a weight class, that is his fault, not the opponent. That's on him and his team. Y'all should be mad at the fighter that's saying he drained for sticking around at a weight class that he obviously don't belong at. But instead, you get mad at the opponent that's doing what he's supposed to do. Get mad at the fighter for trying to dupe the system. If you too big, if you drain at a certain weight class, then go your big ass up. That's what y'all should be pushing. So y'all basically, and I don't even like the term, so y'all basically cool with what they call weight bullying. You cool with guys draining themselves. You just, as long as you could blame the opponent. Come on, man. There's not a single opponent out of them 30 that Tank fought that could say the reason they lost is because they drained and it was his fault. That would be on you, sir. Go your big ass up and stop barking up the wrong tree. Stop acting like you want to fight lightweights then. That's the problem. That's the bigger picture. That's a whole nother conversation. The reality is most of these dudes that be trying to fight him are not in his weight class. Let's call this shit what it is. Most of the dudes that want to fight him is not in his weight class. Ryan was in between weight classes when he fought him. Rolly big as hell. He at 140 now. You get me?
Like, these dudes be big as hell. That's what it be. These dudes really don't be 135 pounds, but they claim they want to fight a lightweight. That's what's going on. That's really what's going on. And this ain't about Tank. This is a real conversation. Go y'all big asses up. Stop calling out lightweights, then getting beat up, talking about, yeah, I was drained. Yeah, rehydration clause. Yeah, nah, you got your ass beat. Got your ass beat. You signed that dotted line. I'm never giving no fighter that. He was drained. Imagine Shakur Stevenson losing a fight. Imagine it when he missed weight and he said he was pissing orange when he fought Conceição. Imagine how he went out there and lost and he would say, yo, I was dehydrated before the fight, because he said it. He said he was pissing orange. So he go out there and lose. You think that anybody would have been trying to hear that shit? You think anybody would have said, yeah, yo, Shakur was drained. Yeah, man. He had missed weight and everything. Hell no. They be saying you ain't that and you got beat up and you making excuses. But when it suits your narrative because you don't like Tank, then you cool with that excuse for that fighter. No, man. No. Hell no. I know for sure Shakur would have lost that fight the time he missed weight on the scale. He would have lost the fight that Conceição, man. They'd have been shitting on him. They already shitted on him for losing weight. They would have went crazy on him for dare trying to say the reason you lost a fight was because you was weight drained. They wouldn't have been trying to hear that. Tank can't use that fucking excuse. How come his opponents get to use the excuse that he can't? Hell no. You don't get to say that. If you drained, it's your fault, and I blame it on you and your team, because y'all know what y'all trying to do. You trying to shrink down to a little ass weight, and then you trying to blow up 2 or 3 weight classes above the weigh-in limit so you can feel comfortable on fight night. Nah, man. Hell no. It's just Tank and his team smart enough to catch on to these guys in boxing, bro. He spoke on it. He said that's why boxing is the way it is, bro. He said ain't nobody even fighting nowhere near their weight. These dudes running around here shrinking down, trying to blow up in between weights and have 20, 30-pound weight advantages, 20, 25-pound weight advantages. That shit is wild. Boxing with 2-4 was good with it, bro. Y'all be sending dudes right to their right weight class. I'm telling you, that's what it is, bro. That's what that is, bro. That ain't on him. If you too big for, if you drained at your weight, go up. That's not on the fighter that you fighting. Don't sign on the dotted line. Don't accept the rehydration clause and then be like, yeah, the reason I lost is because, nah, bro, the reason you lost because he's a better fighter. What has Ryan showed you in the ring ever that would have made you think he was going to beat Tank? He don't got enough tools. He not a complete enough as a fighter to me to beat him. That shit is deeper than weight, man. He just ain't good enough. Too much shit got to go right. He had to be able to land a lucky punch. He'd never outbox Tank. That shit had never happened. He ain't got the tools, bro. And he maybe got some of the tools, but he ain't got the pedigree and the discipline to do it. Can't make weight. Don't fight at the weight class. That's what I'm saying, Bully. You can't blame the guy. Don't blame, yeah, he drained me, yo. Yeah. Tank for the rehydration clause. Yeah. Ah, man, you got in there, bro. Man, I wish Mario Barrios would try that bullshit. Tell me the reason you got beat up. The reason you got beat up by Tank is because of a rehydration clause when we all seen you go tooth and nail with Abel Ramos, a guy with 6 losses recently. You see why that shit don't work? He rehydrated to whatever he wanted to in that fight that he just had. And he went life and death because that shit is about skills, not weight, man. Yeah, weight matters, but to a certain degree, man. When you really one of them guys, you able to nullify weight. And if I'm wrong, then what is Tank doing? He the prime example of a guy that's able to nullify weight disadvantages because he be the smaller guy every single time. And he find a way to make that shit not a factor. Do you think for 1 second that I'm going to allow somebody to complain about a guy being drained and you bigger than the guy that you fighting? There's no way I'm giving you that. There's no way. I'm telling you, man, it be skills. At that level that Tank is operating at, if it was just all about weight, Mario Barrios would have beat him. Rehydration and he's 6 foot, way bigger man. Wait, why that shit don't apply there? Oh, because he rehydrated. Look how big he still was. Big as hell. Big ass dude, man. Look how heavy Rolly was. I know he ain't got the skill, but if it's all about weight, how people keep saying, why did Rolly get beat up? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man, that shit is skill, man. He beating these dudes because he's smarter than them. Let's not call it what it is. That's nothing wrong with admitting what's real. Tank is a smarter fighter than Ryan Garcia. We would all agree to that, right? He's a more accomplished, more complete. He's shown you more in the ring. That shit is deeper than weight when you get to them. It's clearly a gap there because it's levels, as they always say. That's all. That's it. That's all, man. And Ryan is a hell of a fighter, by the way. But he just ain't. He clearly ain't. He can compete with Tank, but I don't think he'll ever beat him. And that's my honest opinion. I don't think he'll ever beat him. I don't think that the weight is stopping Ryan Garcia from beating anybody. Look how that shit don't matter, man. That shit don't matter. He was bigger. He was bigger than Tank still on fight night. He still was bigger than Tank on fight night, and he lost. You get what I'm saying? That shit just don't be mattering, man. Shout out to my guy. Hey. Said, think Tank will give Roach a rehydration clause? No. Nah, you know why not, Boxing Hacker? Because anybody that fights Tank at the weight class that he truly fights at never had a rehydration clause on a Boxing Hacker, and that's what people don't want to admit to. They'll say everything about the man, but they won't highlight that, yo, if you really want to fight Tank and you a 35-pounder, you fight him at 35, you could rehydrate to whatever you want. If you don't believe him, then Rolly did it, or name anybody that he fought at 35 and put a rehydration clause on. He only did that shit so people wouldn't gain an advantage. He clearly heard that Ryan Garcia is blowing up to 170 to 180. He heard that before he fought him. This is why they implemented the rehydration clause. He knew better. You see, Barrios is a 6 foot, listed at 6 foot. He's 6 foot, 6'1". He knew full well you're going into a new division. Hell no, I'm not about to let this dude rehydrate to 170 something, 180. No, I'm not about to let him do it. You get what I'm saying? Hell no. No. That shit. And again, rehydrations is put in place not to weaken fighters, but to keep things on a level playing field. I think people's deal of why it exists is wrong. That's why you think it's to gain an advantage. No, it's to make sure the guy doesn't has an unfair advantage. You coming in super big, that shit ain't fair. If we fighting that lightweight, we shouldn't be super middleweights on fight night. You think that's fair? That's wild. I've said this before. That shit is crazy to me. You fight at lightweight, you shouldn't be 168 pounds to me on fight night. That shit sound crazy. You clearly need
and we
to
ain't
go
never
up.
got to box again. Well,
Right.
well. I already been getting these bet, but now it's time for you to get your just do.
Haney gets no pass from me for losing that fight. They blew that in every way. Yeah, imagine no pre-fight, during the fight, definitely after the fight with all the extra. Yeah, man, it's just a bad situation, and it's one that I can't wait to see him rebound from. Said why Tank won't fight Keyshawn, because Keyshawn ain't in position to fight Tank, and he might not be in a class for Tank to actually even like be worried about him. There's no real demand for Keyshawn to fight him, and I'm a Keyshawn advocate and supporter. I'm probably definitely I go on a limb and say I bet you I'm one of his biggest supporters across YouTube for sure. I definitely rock with him, but if there's no demand for that, there will be no reason for him to fight Keyshawn Davis now. Keyshawn Davis finds himself with a title in that 135. Now that conversation is much different to have because now he has something that he got something that Tank could potentially use, right, to further his career because it'll be a unification. So you don't gotta worry about that fight. For one, I don't think they targeting Keyshawn in no way, shape, or form. But at the same token, I don't think Bob Arum is looking to throw Keyshawn in there with Tank Davis. That's the question you got to ask. Don't ever forget these fighters don't fight by themselves or for themselves. They're promoted by people, and these promoters need to be invested in these fights or you won't ever see them, right? Oh, so it's on. It's on. Shout out to the fax machine. Shout out to my guy. Appreciate you. He says, so Ryo and Antoine is on Tank's undercard, so this info is right. That's why I call that guy the facts. Plus Lamont is allegedly a smaller guy. Yeah. That wouldn't benefit him. Yeah, I mean, Lamont going to be bigger than him on fight night. I'm willing to bet he do. I'm willing to bet he be bigger. Right. And I don't think they need one. That's the thing. You see how I get quiet? The only people that had rehydration clauses are the two people that didn't fight Tank at 35. One was at 140 and the other one was at a catchweight at 136. You get what I'm saying? And why that argument be so weak? Because the man started at 126, so his whole career is not even at 135. You got fights at 26, 30, 140, and fights at 35. People forget to put all that stuff in context when you talk about his resume or lack thereof. Puyo versus Sandor is on there too. This last one ain't on her. Stanionis is not, right? Because I had a different one. I had a different one with no, that's something different. I had a different one with Puyo and Sandor on it. I had a different one with it. Ryan put a catch where he called him Tank. Hold on, I got you, Will. I got you. Roach looks bigger than Frank, or at least the same size, yeah. Yeah, the dude said, Roach said he ain't no small dude. He ain't no little ass 35-pounder. He ain't no little 35-pounder. You did. You showed me that. My bad. I use that same name. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because they both got to adhere to it 2 cents. You're right. I'm just trying to tell you, man. Skills pay the bills, bro. Them excuses that we be giving these dudes for why they lose, we won't give their opponents the same excuse for losing. You never gonna hear Tank be able to say somebody weight drained him as to why he lost. They would never let him use that excuse. They would never let a Shakur Stevenson say the reason he lost is because he was drained. They would never let him say that. They would never let him say that because they'd say, nah, you're supposed to be elite. Your skills. What about your skills? Is your silver medal? They'll say it. They'll say it. I know it. So I'm not giving none of these other guys those same excuses that I know we wouldn't afford Tank Davis. He go out there and lose a fight. He could never say he was weight drained. I spot those guys 5+ inches in height and reach, 20+ pounds. I'm telling you, that shit crazy, bro. I expect a good fight from Roach. I think Tank wins. Yeah, it's a good fight. It is. Bill Haney said he did. Oh, you talking about Billiam, young Billiam. 40 mil Billiam is what they call it. That's what they call him. 40 mil Billiam. His ass better stop that. You got to stop that line, man. That shit caught up to him. Signed a contract, no excuses. Yeah, you can't make excuses after you sign a contract to fight. It's over with. It's over with. So that shit is over with. Ain't no, rehydration clause, bro. We put a rehydration clause on me. Yeah, I was weak. Yeah, I wasn't myself. Yeah, I was weak. I was weak, bro. I was weak. I wasn't myself. I wasn't myself. Who isn't being weight drained in combat sports? Yeah, and a lot of it, bro, that's their own doing. They doing it themselves. They draining themselves. William Old School, what's good, bro?
What's up, my dude?
Man, just a building with the family. What's good with it, fam?
Bro, I'm sitting there watching Boxing Hacker, and I really want to pull all my hair out, bro. This dude's talking about putting a fucking rehydration clause on Lamont Roach when Lamont Roach fights in the weight division below Tank. How stupid do you sound, Hacker?
Hacker be having people fired up, boy.
Bro, it's like the reason why Tank does this shit is because most of these guys are way bigger than him. He's trying to bring the fight closer.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's already given up arm length. He's given up height. You know, why does he got to give up weight too?
Right.
These guys just don't get it.
No, they don't. That shit is no longer on the even playing field when dudes is outweighing you by 3 weight classes. The Butcher, what's good with it, fam? Weight gain is a new steroid. The Butcher, I don't know if you've seen it. I did a documentary. I had played the UFC. They basically did a study. They said, putting on that type of weight is worse than somebody being on some type of steroid. They said it could be worse than steroids. Real talk. Said that. And I was straight from the guy, who was this? Joe Rogan was talking about it, dude from the UFC. So yeah, right. That shit is dangerous, man. That's why I say packing on all that weight is dangerous. And Tank got a smart team, and they know that. And they're going to for sure always cross their T's and dot their I's. They're not stupid. They're not going to be tricked out of their position. Do you think they got to where they at being stupid? It's not a single tweet. It's not no complaint that somebody can make that's going to make them go outside of what they know is best for Tank Davis. And that's exactly why they're going to keep winning. And you're going to have people keep complaining because they won't be stupid, put themselves in bad situations where they could lose. Now, granted, I understand the fight situation with the names, but I think that shit is in due time. And I think time will prove us all right or wrong. Time will prove me right or wrong. Yeah, I think I'll be right when it's all said and done. You fight these people, I don't want to hear shit. Win, lose, or draw, I don't want to hear no complaining. Just get a man his credit. Because y'all painted him out to be a duck and scared and not wanting to fight these dudes for years. When the shit happened, I just want to hear the same energy with giving him his credit.
They mad because Tank refuses to let him come in 15 to 25 pounds heavier than him. Make it make sense.
Right. That
Absolutely
shit is
ridiculous.
Not gonna keep doing. And the thing is, though, you know what's crazy though? He only doing it because it's like he taking advantage of them being stupid. Really, because if Ryan would have sacrificed 1 more pound, I'm pretty sure that rehydration wouldn't have existed. Why?
Right.
Why do
All
I
he
feel
do is
confident?
make
Because
weight.
he's never done it to nobody else. He didn't do it to Rolly either. That dude, Calvin said he was 165 pounds, I think, on fight night. I keep saying that. That's 3 pounds shy of a super middleweight.
If Ryan would have made 135, there wouldn't have been no rehydration.
Exactly, because he made the weight limit. He was like, all right, you're going to make 135, then whatever you blow up at is what you blow up at. But if I'm fighting you anywhere, I don't care if it's 1 pound outside of 135, rehydration clause, because I know you're going to be big as hell. That's all. Yep. Tell me he wrong. Tell me he wrong about what he doing. He not wrong. Tell y'all, go look up the definition. Go look it up, Max, about the rehydration clause and see what it tell you. Shit is to keep shit on the even playing field, not to drain somebody. Y'all got it wrong.
Exactly.
Because of what these fighters doing, coming out here complaining. Nah, bro, nobody's draining their asses. You draining yourself, idiot. Another fighter ain't got nothing to do with what you got going on.
Well, I always go back to when you look at the Tank and Ryan fight, and then you look at the Devin and Ryan fight. Ryan had no energy in that fight with Devin. When he fought Tank, he had a ton of energy, but he was dehydrated.
Yeah, he did.
I'll tell you what, if I'm Ryan's trainer, I'll take the dehydrated Ryan any day of the week over the freaking Ryan with no cardio.
I'm telling you, that dude was a lot more dangerous.
Hell yeah,
a lot more dangerous. Had he been in that shape for Devin, no disrespect, he probably would have stopped him.
Hell yeah. The Ryan that fought Tank would have got Devin out of there in the second round. Let's face it.
You mess around and stop that dude, man. That's what y'all bugging. Y'all not seeing it. That's why I'm telling y'all, you had about 7 rounds. By that time, he would have showed you signs of like some type of, being compromised physically. You never seen that. He was on the front foot. He was going to get this dude and everything. I'm trying to understand why, outside of how you think he looked and how it made you feel based on seeing him. What do you have to go off? What evidence do you have to go off in the ring to say, yo, he was drained? Barrios went 11 rounds, bro. He ain't making it that way. If he's so drained, he would have got chopped up sooner than that, in my opinion. It just don't make sense to say drained once somebody gets stopped or beat up. Yeah, he was drained, yo. Dude fought 11 rounds, hard, tough.
Bro, that shows people with common sense when it comes to boxing, what you're looking at.
Right.
And Hacker, you got no common sense, buddy.
Right.
That's all I wanted to say, Just. I wanted to bitch a little bit.
Nah, it's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. All
right, my guy. I'm a holla.
Appreciate you.
Later.
And yeah, man. So, like I said, like Doug was saying, I did see this Gary on the bill. Y'all seen Tank come out and he said, let's go. He said March 1st is on. So I know people glad to see that, glad to see Tank speaking, back in his day, about to train for this fight. March 1st will be here sooner than we all think. So I'm just looking forward to a good showing when it happened, man. I'm going to support the card. The card, I think, is very good, solid. Got some people I want to see on there. And I did that Rayo and Gary Antoine is a banger, bro. That is a true banger, man. That one I can't wait to see. I'm not going to lie to you. So let's see what comes out of all of this. Let's see what comes to fruition, y'all. You see Knockout Destroy Billion BLT. Nah, I got to go check it out. My guy, K, I be loving seeing him just go to work, bro, because he be all the smoke. Shout out to my guy, KO, if you're out there. Boxing Hacker, what's good with it, fam?
Hey, what's up, Just? How
Almost
you doing, bro?
What's good with it, bro?
Good, man. Good. Yeah, I just wanted to respond back to old school saying. Look, all I'm saying is this, right? People are pretending like rehydration clauses aren't like to somebody's benefit. It's always to somebody's benefit, right? If rehydration clauses just to keep things fair, then let it be on the Lamont Roach fight then. So everything will be fair, you know. But it's really for somebody's benefit. Whoever the person is that
All I can
struggles the
tell
less,
you again, bro. Like
yeah.
again, I know that's how you feel about it, but I'm telling you, if you just look it up, look up the definition, and it'll elaborate the reason why that's being implemented. And I'm telling you, if you're a reasonable person, which I feel like you are, even though they go crazy on you in the chat, I guarantee you're gonna come back and say, "Just, I see what you were saying."
No,
you're gonna say, it's put in
it's
place to keep things on a more even playing field. We think that, you know, because a lot of times when you think you see it, you feel like there's a size like disparity there, so it's implemented just to help the guy that's smaller, but it's not. It's to ensure that when they weight, they're not 2 or 3 weight classes above where they're weighing in at. It's actually to keep things more even. But again, the problem is, bro, when people are fighting under them, you get what I'm saying? They end up being at a weight class where they shouldn't be at to begin with. So it looks like the other guy is trying to gain an advantage when in reality, he's trying to stop you from gaining the advantage.
But here's the thing,
just go look up the definition. Is so hard to argue with because that is the reason they implemented it. Now it's up to you
on that one.
But how you feel about what it does. But I'm telling you, it's not made. I read it. I really literally pulled it up one day on my phone. I read it out loud. This shit is not in place to try to give somebody an advantage versus the other. It's really
it's used for that. So maybe that's not the original.
Thanks, my guy.
That might not be the original definition, right? But it's used for that, you know. Like the bigger guy normally is not going to give the smaller guy a rehydration clause. You know, it's just that's how it is, you know.
Right.
And when it comes to equality in boxing means we both follow in the same rules.
And then
so if there's a same day weigh in, we both weigh in.
If
there's a next day weigh in, we both weigh in.
You get
as long as we meet the weigh in.
About the IBF though, the IBF exists way longer than Tank, and that shit been there. They literally do it. So what he's doing is making y'all like, you get what I'm saying? That shit is not
the
crazy
IBF is one sanctioning body. A lot of bodies don't follow it because there's still like a inherent danger to it as well. You know, because here's the thing:
it's loopholes and shit like that. But I think that shit is in place for the betterment of the sport. But there's
an inherent danger to this because I think there's rehydration clause is just
I'm gonna rock out
clause.
For a couple more minutes, y'all. I'll let y'all get y'all.
Rehydration clause is just like a restriction on rehydrating, right? That's what rehydration clause is. It's restricting the amount of time you have to rehydrate, right? It's not like a weight cut clause, you know, like you have to stay within this range of weight cut. You weight cut to what you need to be in, and then you have like a restriction how much you can rehydrate the next day or for whenever compared to when the fight is. That's what rehydration clause is for, you know. And there's an inherent danger to that because when you restrict the time, and this is just just real logic. If you restrict the time people have to rehydrate, then you increase the amount the odds of somebody coming in dehydrated for a fight. You know, that's also true, right? So the least amount of time you have, there's a better chance you're gonna see more fighters dehydrated.
Yeah, but I get that ultimately the problem is gonna be, in order for you to be in a situation where you're dehydrated, that means you're competing where you shouldn't be. And if you know, like you know your body, guys know what they want to rehydrate to. If you know you rehydrate, much higher than what a 10-pound rehydration limited, why would you even accept a fight? You doing it to yourself. So it's like, you get me? Don't put yourself in a situation where you don't need to be in, and then somebody else. It's 100% on you. It's up to you. If you are competing where you should be, then you don't be in situations where you are drained. So that's all I'm trying to make clear. I get your point because I'm one of the most understanding people up here, but it's still up to the individual. Somebody being drained cannot be blamed on the opposition. It's on the individual. And
if you sign a contract for that to happen,
there's no way you can look at the guy and be like, "Yeah, Tank, you drained me." It's like, what? You signed off on it.
Here's the thing, though. Just because I struggle for rehydrating doesn't mean that I don't belong in that weight class. It could mean that I cut weight wrong. It could be that I cut weight too late. A lot of things can happen that where fighters end up need to dry out before the day before the weigh-in, right? Which means they can't drink water or anything, or a couple days before the weigh-in. You know, a lot of things can happen that lead up to that. They may still belong in that weight class. It's just maybe they didn't plan the hydration cycle, you know, good enough, and now they're cutting weight too quickly. You know, and so but then we have this
anybody needing more than 10 fucking pounds is doing it for a competitive edge, and only that. There is no other fucking excuse for it.
Still be
He's doing it for a competitive edge against little guys.
Yo, you can.
That's the only reason.
And also Tank walk around with.
Shut that shit up, Hacker.
No,
Shut that
it's
shit
not.
up. Shut that shit up, Hacker. Shut that shit up, Hacker. Shut that shit up, Hacker. Shut that shit up. Shut that shit up.
What up, Cal?
Shut that shit up. Shut that shit up, Hacker. Shut that shit up. We tired of it, bro. Stop it.
No,
just
no,
stop
this is the reality.
Just stop it. No, no, stop it. Stop it. Put a rehydration clause on your thoughts, bro.
Yeah, put a cap on them bitches.
Stop it. Stop it, bro. Stop it. You too old for this food. Stop it.
Out, but
Shut up your mouth when you're talking to me.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
The fighters to,
Stop it.
To make sure they fight
Stop
at
it.
weights that they're comfortable at. All this you drain me stuff is a terrible excuse. You should be your big ass up. It's embarrassing.
No, fuck,
it's
but
almost
fighters,
bad.
No, for real. Just move the fuck up.
Pacquiao versus
No, we ain't trying to hit about no Pacquiao versus none. We just want you to shut the fuck up. We just want you to shut the fuck up. We want a rehydration clause of you on the panel.
Yep. We need a clause.
We want rehydration clause of you on the panel. We are tired of it. We are over
your lick clinks to fucking nothing. Zero.
I make sure y'all post that.
0 pounds rehydrated. Boxing Hacker.
Stop it, bro. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I don't know what else you want me to say.
Stop it. Just stop it. That's what we want you to say. Stop it. Stop it. We want you to say nothing. We want you to say nothing, no more, because we're tired of it. Everywhere you go, it's the same thing. Stop it.
Hacker, I hate you, Hacker.
Shut up. You shut your mouth when you're talking to me, Boxing Hacker. You shut it.
What is your argument against what I'm saying?
Listen, your argument is your big ass fucking hero can't adhere to a 10-pound rehydration clause. You heard them say they can't. So now you're fully against it. Any fucking self-respecting fighter can fight for the IBF. Any fucking self-respecting fighter.
10 pounds heavier and still struggle in your weigh-in. What are you talking about? I can weigh 135 and still struggle at 135. 100%.
No, you can't. You just fucking killed your own argument in the same fucking sentence you said it.
Yes,
do
you
you
can.
not understand how retarded what you are arguing?
You're fucking literally minusculely smart. Are you smarter than a 5th grader? Absolutely not.
I walk around weight could be close to my.
If you truly understood the stupid shit you are arguing, you would not argue it.
And it's all because Bill Haney said we can't do that. No, we can't have a rehab. So this dude takes the fucking argument to the next level, fucking disregarding all logic, all fucking any pathological thought.
That has nothing to do with
it. Fucking crazy.
Rehydration clause, listen, by definition, rehydration clause restrict the amount of time that you have to rehydration.
Oh my
That's
God,
why it's called rehydration clause.
Bro,
listen, bro.
Oh my God.
That made absolutely zero fucking sense.
Logic Lacker. Hold up. Hold up. I want to make sure I understand the retarded shit you are saying.
Okay, go ahead.
So, you are arguing.
Yes.
You are arguing.
Yes.
That rehydration clauses are a problem for the heavier person who is trying to. Wait. Let me finish. Let me finish.
You're wrong already.
Let me finish. That's fine. That's fine. Then let me finish, and then you can let me know that I'm wrong. So hold on. Hold on. I know it's hard, but hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
So
let's hear it.
You saying
your fucking mouth.
Rehydration clauses are a problem because the heavier person, the bigger person, who needs to shrink down into a weight, then when they make the weight, it is a problem because it is putting their health at risk because they can't balloon back up to whatever the fuck they want to.
Yep.
Is that the gist
argument
of what you're arguing?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Like I said,
well, please dumb it down even more because I can't
Okay,
understand
I
it
will
at this
dumb
level.
it down for you, Cal.
Please,
Hacker
go.
I
facts.
will
Touche.
dumb it down for you.
Thank you. Can you
Here
do
we
it in
go,
15
okay?
words or less?
Ready,
Rehydrate.
go. One,
Rehydration clause.
2, 3.
Wait, can I speak?
You're already halfway through your words.
Look, rehydration clauses. The least amount of time you have to rehydrate, the greater amount of chance you have that fighter might end up dehydrated for a fight. That's it. That's all. If I have less time to rehydrate, there's a bigger chance that I might end up in the fight dehydrated.
Hill.
So
that's how it works.
Okay.
So it's not about being the biggest fighter.
So what you
both
are
fighters need to
arguing
rehydrate. Both
is
fighters
what
need to
I was
rehydrate.
saying, you dumbass. You are arguing that somebody's going to be dehydrated because they tried to shrink down into a fucking weight that they shouldn't
No,
even
I
be
am
in
not
the first
saying
place.
that.
That is
Stop
the only
listening.
time you run the risk of being dehydrated going through rehydration, bro. You dumb fuck. You don't even understand what the fuck you are arguing, bro.
He don't.
This is the problem
Just
with
because
you
Devin
on
Haney
every
can't do it.
This is the problem with you on every panel, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
I want to.
The less time
Look,
you
Logic
Let's
Rapper,
hear it.
hold up. Let
Let's
me
hear
get
it.
this off. Let me get this off. It's a short trip. I'm gonna land the plane quick.
Okay,
But land the plane quick. This is the problem.
Yeah, you crazy.
A lot of people have when you click the link, bro.
When you click the link,
because you argue shit,
and you argue,
that you don't even understand what you
Stop.
argue.
Stop it.
That's fine, bro. That's fine. You can
Come on,
make all them noises all you want to.
Come on, man.
Don't nobody tell me to shut the fuck up every
Just
time I talk.
land your bucket.
Can the old man get in here and say something?
Yes, please.
Please, Dre.
Oh, okay.
Thank God.
Boxing hacker.
Yes, brother.
Now we go at it all the time, and you know I know that you are a contrarian, and you have to find the opposite side of whatever argument is out there, and you gotta fight it tooth and nail.
Okay.
So, but you're here saying that a rehydration clause limits the amount of time you have to rehydrate.
Yes.
No, the time is not the issue. The weight is the issue.
Yeah, I didn't say
10 pounds.
wasn't the issue.
No. Wait. Stop.
You got to twist the argument. What you said originally is what I said.
Did you not just say that it limits the amount of time you have to rehydrate?
And I agree, and that's why I said.
No. It doesn't limit the amount of time. But see, both fighters have the same amount of time. So the time is not the issue.
It limits the amount of time you have to rehydrate. I didn't say the amount of time.
So I come in, if weigh-in is Friday morning at 9 a.m.
Yes.
And reweigh is Saturday night at 4 p.m. You know?
That's crazy work, but yes.
No, I'm pulling time out of my behind. Okay,
yeah.
Because see, we want to get that weigh in early this morning on Friday, and we want to get it late tomorrow. So we're gonna weigh in early today. We're gonna weigh in late tomorrow.
Sure.
Okay. Now you can rehydrate 10 pounds from weigh in to weigh in.
Okay.
Okay. And if you want to try to hydrate more than that after the weigh in, hey, that's on you.
Okay.
You know, because you can become sluggish. You can become sluggish by trying to absorb all of that liquid or that food or whatever you're putting in your body. You're trying to absorb it and make it more natural in a shorter amount of time. Now, if they do the weigh-in today at 4 o'clock, and then tomorrow, so today is Friday, and we do our official weigh-in at 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. so that they can get all the cameras and news crews out there. Okay, we're gonna have it weigh-in at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Tomorrow's weigh-in is 9 a.m.
Okay.
10 pounds. That's your limit. 10 pounds.
Okay.
So the time is not the issue. It is the weight. It's 10 pounds. So regardless of how much time there is between the weigh-ins, you have a limit of 10 pounds that you can rehydrate.
So are you saying what I said was wrong or right? Because what I said was still
what
right.
you're saying was wrong because it's not the amount of time. They do not limit the amount of time that you have to rehydrate.
But that's
they
what
limit the amount of
clause
weight that you can rehydrate.
No, a rehydration clause limits the amount of time you have to rehydrate. Because you start.
No, the clause limits the amount of weight that you can gain between weigh-ins.
No, It's not a weight
It
clause.
limits the amount
It's
of
a
weight that you can
rehydration
gain
clause.
between weigh-ins.
It's not a weight clause. It's a rehydration clause. This is the difference. So
again, it limits the amount of weight.
no, it
They
does
can't.
not.
How can they limit
It
the
does not
time?
limit the amount of weight.
Does.
How can they?
You
How
still
can they
get the
monitor
same
it?
amount of
No, it
time,
doesn't.
hacker?
Okay, Just, you read the
How-
definition of rehydration
How
clause. Right?
how can
Tell me
they
if I'm
how
wrong.
can they monitor it if it's time based?
Okay, here's what I'm saying. If let's say let's do two examples. Let's say normal
No,
weight
stop.
is a
Stop.
day.
Let me do my example. 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 Let me do my example because your example is already wrong. Your
Look,
example is
guys,
already wrong.
look.
If we both
Hey,
Oh,
weigh
my
in at
mic has
10,
been muted
listen,
this whole
listen.
fucking
If we
time.
both
Oh
weigh in at
my
10,
God.
listen. If we both weigh in at 10,
Yes.
if we both weigh in at 10 a.m.,
Yes.
the fight is until 7.
Yes.
We both have the same amount of time to rehydrate.
Yeah.
So
What's
it's
the
not
problem?
a time-based problem. It's a weight problem
Oh my
because we
Yep.
both got the same
Oh,
amount of time.
no. If normal weigh-ins allow me to rehydrate the day before, right? That gives me a 24-hour span to rehydrate. If there's a clause saying that I have to weigh
Boxing hacker.
same
After
day,
24 hours, they don't stop you from drinking water.
I have less time to rehydrate.
Hacker, let me
By
ask you this.
definition,
Do
that's
both fighters have the same
Regardless,
amount of time to
bro.
rehydrate?
no, it's
Hold
not
on.
about
KB talking.
We always have the same amount of time to rehydrate. That doesn't change. Even
So
if
what are
it's
you
like
talking
1 hour
about?
before. Me, you have 1 hour
So-
before to rehydrate.
So
What I'm
there's no
saying
way
is,
your time could
if
be
the-
limited or affected by the rehydration when you got the same amount of time.
yeah, no. So here's what I'm saying, Justin. Tell me if I'm
What?
wrong.
And in 24 hours, listen to me. Science says
Oh,
you can.
I mean, sir, you about to have me up here another hour talking about this shit.
Just check
Sit
it
on
out.
that
A
L, sit on that
180-pound man
L,
can only
sit on
hydrate
that
11 pounds in
L.
24 hours, no matter how much he or she
I'm trying to
drinks.
let you get it
You
out.
guys
I
11
wasn't gonna
pounds.
try it. I was
And I'm
just
about to
letting you
prove it.
go
You guys are all
on
saying
mute.
You're not approving shit. I'll see you at 10 o'clock on the Angry White Man. After I get done exploding the gasket on Victor Conte's punk ass, come see me, bitch. I'm out. Thanks, KB. Love
If
you,
normal
dog.
weigh-in, okay, guys.
Tap into the Angry
Let's
White
say
Man
we
podcast
weigh in
tonight,
12 p.m. on Friday. The fight's 8 p.m. Saturday night, right? Right? And we weigh in 12 p.m. And after we weigh in, we have immediate, we're allowed to rehydrate whatever we want, right? That's over 24 hours of rehydration, right? That means that's that time, right? That's normal. If I put a clause and say, hey, we have to weigh in again.
Well, guys, here's what you
Saturday
do.
at 8 a.m.,
Everybody walk
right?
over to the wall in their house and start
That's
talking, because
less
that
than
wall's going to
24.
listen more than Hacker will.
Old school. Hey, old school be great. Hold on.
Hack, I can't be letting people speak though, bro. What's really good, man?
We're tired of Hacker speaking. He says nothing.
You guys
Next thing you know, Roberto Duran will come out of his fucking mouth
No,
again.
I'm not gonna talk about Duran Touré. Look, if the next day, if we say, okay, we have to have a clause, you have to weigh in next day, let's say 8 a.m. That means I now have less time to rehydrate, because now instead of having over 24 hours, I have less than 24 hours to rehydrate. So
when the other fighter had that same
yes,
amount of
we
time,
both have less time to rehydrate. That means there's a greater chance that one of us might become dehydrated. That's all that means. Because
but the shit is still equal. They still have the same amount of time.
They're equal. They're equal.
You did all of that to get to the same man, Hacker.
No,
man,
and check this out, Big Dre. What I was saying about
is cool with fighters going
weight
up
clause.
three
Nah.
Hacker. Hey, how about you go tell your hero to fight in his original, his right weight class instead of trying to break down the fight to little guys?
This was a long video. Bill, we had 3.5 hours. Look,
after I rehydrate, I can now hydrate to what I want. So that's
I couldn't take no more, bro. Listen to this dude talk. I want to choke him.
That's the truth. I don't know how else to say. You guys keep interrupting me. It's literally the truth.
Hey, before you replenish your fuel, let me just go on and shout out my main man, the voice, Just Do Boxing. Always giving boxing is Just Do. My good brother, the coolest cutter in camp, my main man, Cal Cooler. One half of the Angry White Man podcast, my man, William Old School Arndt. My Raging Cajun brother, his other half, D1 the family, my main man Big Drop Dre, aka Big Dre. If anyone need to have a push behind their thing, not they thing, like they movement, then Big Dre is the dude to go on and talk to. And my main man, Boxing Hacker, that just let her come up here and get on people's nerves, man. Salute you all.
Man. Yeah, I rock with Hacker too, man. Good dude, man. He never
Thanks for letting me up,
but
Josh.
I can always talk.
Shout out to
He
Boxing
just-
Hacker.
My Mickey
he just-
Bricky
Even though he's
brother.
wrong,
He's a
little shout out to Boxing
I
Hacker.
get it. It's
I
cool.
know. Yeah, he
No
a good
harm, no
dude.
foul,
Yep.
man.
Big
Yep.
Dre, salute.
Even
But
good
I'm always
dudes be
the voice of
retarded.
Salute, Will.
Salute.
Gotta be the voice of
Even
reason.
good dudes be retarded. I know, Judge. I know you gonna be in the politically
don't even
correct
know
guy.
why you
I
said that.
know.
Shout out to Boxing Hacker.
Everybody gotta look out for that
I don't even
special
know why you
cousin.
said
I know. I know.
But
Make
he's
sure he get
special.
on the
That
bus.
dude is
Make sure he
special
get
as
on
they
the
come.
bus. Make sure he find his way home.
They
Make
named
sure his
Special Ed
backpack
after
got all the
Hacker.
supplies in it. Make sure
Listen,
he
guys.
got his extra pair of drawers
All I
because
do
he
is
gonna
tell you
shit
guys the
himself.
truth. I don't know why y'all
That's
be
the
Shout out to
special
Boxing
cousin.
Hacker, man, and the rest of the game, man. Appreciate all y'all coming up here
Man,
to
salute to
build
you,
with your
Jess.
boy. It's been another dope build on a Good Friday, man. Maybe we be back tomorrow, man. No days off. Maybe we come back build tomorrow, man, on some more boxing. Why not, right? Ray Davis, my guy, was good with it, Brethren. How you feeling, man? Shout out to everybody that's continuing to rock with us, man, and the JBT family as well.
Hey, Just, can I ask you a question? Because I didn't hear who it was. The guy with the white hat there was talking about boycotting Tank's fight. Who is that clown?
Oh, that's Bernie the boxer.
That's Bernie the boxer?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I take that stuff with a grain of salt. I don't think people be thinking deep into what they be saying. Like, I start thinking too deep, like opportunities. You don't stop nobody from eating. You have an opportunity not to support it, but you don't ever push that people shouldn't support something. You could just say what you're not going to do. And I think I'm just for boxing. That's why those type of conversations bother me. Like, we not doing that. That shit ain't that bad. And people conveniently not adding context to the conversation. And they making it seem like he woke up and said, hey, you know what, Lamont Roach, you up next. That just wasn't the situation. So I'm not tripping on Tank Davis. And I'm never going to trip on him. I'm keeping it the same. I can't wait to see him back. I don't care if it's Lamont Roach. He can fight too. Should be an entertaining fight for as long as it lasts. In the story, people looking for a name. And sometimes if you ever turned on the TV and turn to a card and you see people that you don't know who the hell you watching and you see a good fight, or at least you know Lamont Roach to a degree. Don't count out the fact that he can put up a damn good fight. Look at the one fight that he did lose. I get who it was. I get all of that. But he went tooth and nail with that guy and almost stopped him. I think he gonna bring as much of a fight as he could, but we just know what Tank is, and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? But that ain't gonna stop me from wanting to see the fight. I can't boycott the sport that I love. I just would respectfully tell you got an option. You either support it or don't. I don't think it's a trash fight. I think you'll be doing yourself a disservice if you don't watch the card. Because if you don't watch Gary Antoine and Ryo, you foolish. And if you don't like what Tank is doing, then support Lamont Roach because he's fighting a dog. Think about what I'm saying. If you think that man has no chance, shouldn't you support him? Yeah,
absolutely, man.
In there. Shouldn't you support him off that alone? So if you don't like Tank,
I don't know. I support because I just support boxing, right? But you know, there are people that will say they won't buy a turkey card because they don't want to support turkey, right?
People be
weird. That point, everybody has their
people just weird, man.
Yeah, I support boxing. I don't really care, you know. I'm not excited for a fight whatsoever, but I'm
like, think about it. Who was super excited to watch Devin Haney fight Kambosos? But we wasn't sitting up here talking about boycott because we like, man, young man about to go over there to Australia, scalp his ass, and we know you about to beat him twice. You get me? That's so and don't give me that we knew what the outcome of that fight was going to be. Everybody did, but you understood it, right? In the same way I understood that fight, I understand how this one materialized. I understood Devin Haney was going to go get them titles. I get it. I respect it. I understand that Tank Davis is filling in for Lomachenko. I get it. I don't know why people
was gonna get robbed.
Y'all know how this shit work. Man, I gotta get Mickey Bay on the show, man. I'm telling you. Y'all going to
think he was gonna get robbed though?
Somebody that worked with Al Heyman and been inside.
No, I didn't think Devin was gonna get robbed in that.
I guarantee you he won't tell you the reason this fight.
He was in Australia, he was on Top Rank. I thought
shit is
it was
deeper
robbery city for
Rain in peace to the queen.
But you know that
but it's still an opportunity. It's not about it being different. It's you doing what's necessary to get what you need to get done, right? Tank got to he got to fight. He got to fight somebody. What he supposed to do? You get what I'm saying? You got to think, man. Loma pulled out. Shakur was in the wind, injured. It's a lot going on. He filled in for a guy that was missing. Loma went missing. And he said, "Hey, let's go Lamont Roach. Take it or hate it, man. Take it or love it, man."
Yo, Judge.
Much deeper.
It was he went through 5 fighters before he pulled
my
the
point
name
is, we
Lamont
get the
Roach.
sacrifice, but that fight wasn't exciting. That wasn't something we was like, yeah, we can't wait to see George.
I think it
Kent
was
versus
5.
Yo, Just.
More stretch.
Yo, Just, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Quick question. Okay, here's the problem I got with what Bernie was talking about. Right? So Bernie was talking, he want Tank and Shakur, we need to make it happen, yada yada yada. Right? That's what the fans want. That's the perspective he was spitting it from. That's what the fans want. But I ain't hear Bernie talking none of that when the fans was calling for they want Boots and Bud.
Yeah.
They want Boots and Bud. You ain't hear Bernie talking about let's boycott nothing then.
Oh nah, Cal, that was different.
That's a good argument.
But you see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Like that, like that's where I get to
stop talking.
That's when I pay attention to the rust spitting out of Bernie's tooth.
Yeah,
right?
man. So we can't talk about boycotting the sport, man, that we love, man. We just could understand it for what it is. And I'm telling you, I'm gonna definitely personally try to get Mickey Bay on here. There's some specific questions that I just want to ask him that's pertaining to business and certain big fights. And him being somebody that's been in the business, an actual fighter that's worked with the guy that a lot of people feel as though is a mystery. And he could give some real good insight to some of that shit. I just want to be an educated boxing supporter, not a goofy, not a dummy, not lost, not still talking about just send a contract and this one duck that, knowing that shit is not it. Telling you, man, I gotta get him up here. Got to. So must. He was giving some good insight, and I need him to bring that over here so people can hear it. Where you know a guy that ain't got no dog in the race that's just gonna give you good information, man. That's so much deeper than just fight him. Yeah, we gotta demand this, we gotta demand that, man. That shit don't make money to these people. They don't care about your demands. Your demands don't make money.
If you look at the timeline of everybody Tank reached out to, it started with Lomachenko. They talked to Shakur's people, then Shakur, magically went and signed with Eddie Hearn. They talked to Ryo, but Ryo says I got a rematch clause with Pitbull. Okay, fine. All right, so they reached out to Zepeda, and Zepeda said, "Oh, we had a really long camp, for our last fight, and we're just gonna take off the rest of the year." And he ended up fighting Tevin Farmer. How many names does he have to go through before he finds somebody who's willing to fight?
The one name that we know that didn't go through was the Lamont Roach fight. I don't know about the Zepeda situation because
when they reached out to Zepeda's team said we just had a really long camp for our last fight.
When did they reach out to Zepeda's team?
It was, oh God, don't start me lying about what day, because my memory is as long as my fingernails. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think those things are verified. I think the one that we know.
Wait a minute, no. Because Zepeda's trainer.
Just because you don't know what happened, Garcia, don't mean it didn't.
Okay.
I believe Garcia, Zepeda's trainer, said we just went through a really long camp, 5 whole months before our last fight.
Yeah.
And that was a bit long for us. We really, we want to take some time off. We don't think we're going to fight the rest of this year.
Yeah, that was for Shakur, though.
No. That was for Tank.
It was for Tank?
That was for Tank.
I don't think so.
That was for Tank.
Just do you remember that? I don't remember that.
Year, Ryo. I think it was Ryo.
And then they said, hey,
I don't think it was Zepeda at all. No.
Zepeda ass ain't nobody should be listen. Oscar in a way was Zepeda, yo. I know that sounds like it should be an option, but who really thinks that?
We heard it from Oscar. Oscar will talk.
Don't even want to let him come out to play, man.
That's crazy, yeah.
Shout out to my brother, man, for the 10
piece. It definitely wasn't. I don't think it was Zepeda. And then Shakur said they never got back to him, so it wasn't that he just moved on.
I'll say this, man. Them people talk, man. I told y'all I had a conversation, man. I was on the phone. I keep trying to tell y'all, don't get no closer than that. And I got off that phone feeling like that shit gonna happen.
I think it's still gonna happen.
Nobody's calling nobody a duck. Ain't nobody kicking and screaming about an opportunity. They got business to handle, man. And I know people don't want to hear that, but they got shit to do.
Yeah, I don't.
I think that fight is rescheduled.
I think everybody need to just be satisfied. Oh, my bad, just I ain't mean to step on you.
No. Shout out to Thomas Hill for the 10-piece, man. Hey,
and we ain't never got
man.
a box again. Well. I already been getting these back, but now it's time for you to get your just due.
For always giving boxing is just due, and for Hacker, you know it.
So
shout out to Thomas Hill, co-host of all of you too.
I'm with you, Judge. I think everybody just need to be satisfied in the fact that yes, Tank Team did reach out to Shakur.
They don't get it. That's the start. I know it ain't much,
and
but
whatever happened after that,
bro.
Whatever happened after that,
yeah.
Who?
Yeah, and I'm
biggie.
I'm gonna just end it with this, y'all.
But as a fight fan, you want the. So here's the thing.
No, we don't want what you want, Hacker.
That man is your investment, right?
Fight.
We don't want what you want.
I don't know.
If you make an investment,
fight fans of today understand fight fans back in the day, man. Fight fans always want the best.
We talking about money.
We
We talking about no legacy ducking and all the shit that don't come up when them people discussing them numbers. You think they give a damn about what fans talking about? No, that shit ain't. If it ain't worth the money, if the risk ain't worth the money, they're not doing it.
Yeah,
so
that's
we
what's
keep talking about it and framing fighters as ducks. But the sad reality is they ain't ready to make the fight. That's why ain't nobody kicking and screaming. People want to say all the wrong shit. Yeah, he quiet for a reason, man. Man, they quiet because he know that shit ain't happening right this second. What to get up on Twitter and call that man out again? I'll start looking at him funny. He'd piss me off, man. And that's my guy. Don't get up there. I don't want to hear you call him out no more. I know y'all talk. I know this. Unless I got straight up lied to, and that individual is right next to the man, got no reason to lie to me. I'm like, man, I appreciate that. That's something that I could come back and tell the people, and they still don't listen. Nah, man, what I think happened is he didn't like the numbers. Y'all not listening that shit never went that far. I don't know why that's so hard to believe, man. I don't know why, but all right. I'm telling you, Brad, man, dropped the jewel on y'all. I want him on the show, too, because he's another one with a lot of real insight. Telling you, man, these fighters want to fight. They want opportunities that is going to move them forward. They want to get paid. Nobody's sitting around being scared. They just can't move the needle by themselves. And he said it best. Unless people are willing to fire teams, there are going to be other plans. That's a big risk for both guys involved. I don't give a damn what you say. It's a risk. It's a risk on either side. Some shit can go wrong either way. And then what? So I think they're gonna build on that shit just a bit more. But it do sound more promising that they're not gonna over marinate. And as long as I know that's the case, or at least feel that way, I'm not tripping about when. Long as I know it ain't over marinated when it happened, I'm not tripping. I can't control these dudes' career. If you you want to get more fights in before you get to him. Why not? More experience, more fights, better.
Here's the problem, Just.
Why would it's always been that way, Just.
Here's the problem, Just. Here's the problem, Just. Here's the problem. For me, in my eyes, I don't know. I could be wrong. Just for me, just sitting back watching these YouTube channels and listening to all these some good folks and some dumb folks on these panels.
Hey, I resemble that remark.
I said some good, some bad. Whatever hit dog holler. I don't know where you fall right now. I love you, Dre. Don't get it twisted. But
my guy.
but the problem is folks don't want to get over the fact that size of the street matter. Folks don't want to get over the fact that the money runs boxing. Folks want to feel like as they are a consumer, and just like they can go to Target, if they don't like some shit, they can go to customer service and say, boom, I don't like this shit, yada, yada, yada. I want to speak to the manager. Well, guess what? You ain't speaking to the manager in boxing because it's too many of them. And everybody got their own little agenda and what they want their money to do for them exponentially into the future.
But that's a problem.
I ain't done talking. Shut the fuck up.
Go ahead, buddy.
My guy, Cal.
This guy.
Like cats always wanted. Like I get it, right? Like I get it. You a fan, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You want your say so to go somewhere. You want to feel like you belong to something because boom, you putting all your money into this boxing thing because boxing ain't expensive. Boxing ain't cheap. As a fan or as a fighter, I get it. But at the same time, like, bro, the money gonna do what the money gonna do when the money want to do it. And you on
I'm
the
telling you.
outside coming in ain't gonna make no wave, no matter how many panels you jump on,
I'm
no matter
telling
how many
man.
channels we
My
create,
God,
no
virtual
matter how long every
fist
day,
bump,
every
man.
week we talk about this shit,
I'm telling
it
you.
ain't gonna move the needle.
I'm
So
telling you.
for
Unless it
me,
affects their bottom line. If not, stop all that huffing and puffing is a waste of energy, and you spend that energy understanding the business of boxing, it'll frustrate you a lot less. I don't know everything, but the game I've been getting, man, this last year or so just opened my eyes differently. Yeah, I can have that duck shit. I know so much more than that. I know it's not that. This shit ain't. People got money on the line, investments. Think about it, man. If you make an investment, man, you don't want to take unnecessary risks before you have to take them. Certain shit ain't gonna happen until it's time, or it has to happen. Us just yelling about it on these panels, that shit ain't enough. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna make somebody go out.
That's probably the reason Shakur went with Eddie. Shakur probably went with Eddie because he was told, hey, we're going to schedule this out, yada, yada, yada. And, you know, Shakur say, well, good. That gives me an opportunity to go out here and give me a couple of fights with this big bag under Eddie.
I think I need to
gonna
get
pay,
him back up here, too.
They're going to pay me more than the top rank was.
What was
and he get a couple of fights in.
Yeah.
I
think they're gonna fight later. I think that's just.
I think it was a matter of opportunity being provided. Like, and I think a lot of times when we hear free agent, we like, yo, everything is a option. And I don't think that was the case. Like I said, I thought it was really telling when he said he didn't have a relationship with the PBC. And I'm like, yo, y'all do realize that's an entity, man. If y'all can prove to me that they're trying to make a fight with him right now, then I'll shut up about everything I've been saying. Them people gonna move when they want to move, man. And I think it's up for, just like a Lamont Roach, you got to be ready. If your number get called, got to be ready, bro. That's what all that ducking shit is imaginary conversation right there. It's just people making shit up. No offers and nobody's negotiating. You can't duck something that's not been negotiated or even offered to you. It's impossible. That shit is fake. It's fantasy. It's good talking points for people that like to argue, but the reality is, can't duck. Everybody ain't ducking everybody. You get what I'm saying? Some people don't have the same opportunities.
But so this is like a problem though. Like at the end of the day, that also is hurting boxing, right? Because if fight fans aren't seeing like the big fights, after a while, people start to like drop off. You know, I hear what everybody's saying.
No, niggas like you are hurting boxing.
Now wait.
Even before
niggas like
even
you
before the
are
Tank
hurting boxing
Davises,
because
Devin Haney, these are the new
run
guys.
your
Right?
lips everywhere
Even
you
before
go,
those
talking some dumb
remove
shit
your
that don't
favorite
make
fighter
no
from
sense
the
because
equation.
you don't even understand what you're talking about. But then there's another dummy in the crowd that says, "Oh, that makes sense to me," and the only reason they say that makes sense to them is because they a dummy too. So you the
Floyd was
leader of the
fight
dummy
Pacquiao,
crew,
how
and
people
that's
were
why
like
you are
clamoring
the
for
problem
that,
for
you know?
boxing.
When
you
relax, Cal, listen, let's remove your
I'm
favorite fighter from the
relaxed.
equation.
This is relaxed, Holmes.
This
Just understand.
Just hold on.
This is relaxed. I just don't have patience for your stupidity.
Yeah, hold on.
That's
Cal,
what everybody else do. I don't.
So here's the thing, right? I hear what you guys are saying, but at the same time, like it's also like affecting fight fans because remember, this is what fight fans do. We clamor for the best fights. We know that of course there's politics involved, of course there's business involved, but we always clamor for it. When Floyd was fighting Pacquiao, I remember that people were clamoring for years. They didn't want to hear people didn't want to hear who Floyd was fighting next, unless it was Pacquiao, and vice versa. We wanted those big fights. When EJ and Crawford were lining each other up, at one point people got tired of hearing who EJ was fighting. They wanted to know when the Crawford fight is going to happen, and vice versa. You know, like, and that's how fight fans are. But if we are always like,
but you want big fights, but then you always talking about how you're not gonna pay for some shit.
I always pay for.
When you get a medium level fight, when you get a medium level fight, when you get a medium level fight, you like, nah, I ain't paying for that. And then you all in the chat everywhere you go talking down on the shit.
I always pay for fights, even the fights I don't even want to go. In fact,
but then why you say that you're not gonna pay for it?
I've never said that.
So why you talking out the side of your? Bro, I've seen you in this chat. I've seen you in this chat say I ain't paying for that. I've seen you say that. I've seen you say that in these chats. So stop the cap, bro. Stop the cap.
I literally said on this channel,
I just wish
for Lamont Roach, even though I'm not interested in that fight. I pay for fights.
I just wish that people would stop crapping on the Tank and Roach fight. It's a good fight. Let me finish, boxing hacker.
It was my
everybody out here going ape shit you know, and crapping on this fight because they say they don't want to see it. But they know good and well if Tank was fighting the janitor from the local high school, they gonna tune the fuck in.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's a problem though, right? That's not a good thing.
Why is that a problem?
Pretty much.
After a while, the charade falls apart, bro.
You gonna crap on this fight when a champion is fighting a champion. But you know that
fighting a champion.
Wait a minute. Let me finish, Boxing Hacker.
They're not in the same division.
Let me finish. When you have a champion fighting a champion, you crapping on this fight. Okay? And I'm not pulling weight divisions in here. Because the local janitor at the janitor at the local high school, you know, he boxed a little bit in the amateurs, you know, but he decided he wanted to put on a set of gloves and get in the ring with Tank. And if they put that on TV, somebody would say the Tank fight is on and everybody tuning in. Period. There's no exceptions. Everybody's gonna tune in.
I don't get it.
And it don't mean that it's gonna be a quick oops, there it goes. But it's a good fight. It's a good fight between two good fighters. But everybody crapping on it.
Question, Logic Lacker.
Are you talking about the janitor or are you talking about
Logic Lacker? Logic Lacker. Serious question.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard or seen that Top Rank is now looking to make Muay Thai versus Loma? Have you heard that?
No, I've heard that.
And that if Loma does retire, they're going to set up Muay Thai to fight somebody else for the vacant IBF belt?
I haven't heard that. No,
Yeah, he going to IBF route.
Okay.
I thought I mentioned that earlier about Muay Thai.
Do you not find that a coinkydink that Loma dropped out of negotiations with Tank and now Top Rank is reorganizing their whole playbook future?
I don't like
So when you and the folks like you, this is my frustration, right? And this is why it might seem like I'm real short with you, right? Because there's a bunch of people that run around YouTube with your logic. And they use your logic to just shit on Tank or shit on PBC or shit on whatever they deem an unworthy, not a fan of boxing friendly fight. But they never hold into account the politics, the little chess moves that take place in between these fights.
Okay.
That do cement that size of the street matter. The size of the street being entire corporations. What is a corporation's goal in this country? It is about the dollar, the bottom line, squeezing the margins. It ain't about satisfying no fucking fan or no consumer.
Okay.
It's about surviving.
Right.
Yeah.
So
I think
what these fights that you'll know why these fights ain't being made because people ain't invested in it financially just yet.
Yeah.
But if you and the folks like you, instead of just blurting out some shit that just sounds good to your soul, and you actually sat back and thought about the playing field that's in front of you with a wide angle lens view, you wouldn't say half of the dumb shit you say and spend 3 hours saying it.
What did I say?
From panel to panel to panel to panel to panel, all fucking day long, every day.
So here's the thing. I think you're a bit confused. Just to clarify.
10 minutes. Look,
if I always said if
Lomachenko
fights somebody else,
Errol Spence went against the system, and you ain't seen him since. Let that marinate, bro. Let that marinate. When you asking fighters to go against their plans and whatever they people got going for them, let's use Errol Spence as a prime example. I know that shit hurt, but I don't think it's no damn coincidence that he went the one fight where he go against what the people wanted, not the people, his people.
His people
wanted. Powers that be, and we ain't seen them since. We getting bullshit dates and everything.
Because he lost. I mean, he
tell you something, bro.
Yeah, but that's whenever you fight, you lost. There's no problem. That happens.
That Breadman Edwards was talking about when you go against it, he shouldn't be.
But then, are you cherry picking? Then just like if that's the case, then there's a question. Then you're only good because you're cherry picking or you have like
it would have been this long
required
to get
fights.
back in the ring.
Come on, Boxing Hacker.
Even with that logic, Lacker, your favorite fighter cherry picks. If you want to use that logic, fine. Yes, every fighter in boxing right now is cherry picking. Every one of them.
Okay, but then
Every
change what
one
I'm
of
saying,
them.
though.
Every one of them.
Okay, that's fine, but then change what I'm saying. If we use that logic that he went against the grain of his promoter, and that's why he lost or something like that, then all we're saying is that his promoter is doing good matchmaking.
Not why he lost.
Or those fighters, you know, and that's the matchmaking is essentially cherry picking. It's educated cherry picking. That's what matchmaking is.
I mean, call it what it is, but it exists in boxing for a reason. You need it. It exists. People. That's another thing. We need a whole discussion about.
Is it good for the fans or is it good for the business?
You
So
need that shit. Dudes
it's good for the business, but it's not good for the fans.
It's good for both.
It's not good for both because we the
How
fight
can it
fans,
not be good for both?
us fight fans
You get to
want
see
watch
because you
good
get to
fights.
see
We
a
want
good
to see who the
fight.
best. I don't want
Wait a minute.
you to be number 2 and you're not really number 2 and the number 5 guy is better than you. I don't think that's cool.
Well, then have to
Like,
put
if
up
you're
the
number
money,
2
bro.
If you're
Put
ranked
up the
number 1,
money. Get
then
on
you
your
should be better
Thursday
than number
shit,
2.
bro. You in the chats and in the panels, bro. You need to be a promoter, Holmes.
When you don't do that, that means somebody else.
You need to be a promoter, Holmes. Get your money up. Put up a smooth 2, 3, 4, 5 mil. You can make it happen.
Listen,
You
just
smart
said
enough.
it's his time. He's gone past his normal thing.
I've been trying to let him get it out, but I know he'll keep
My
me
bad,
for
Just.
another hour.
My bad, Just.
I know, man.
All up, man. Appreciate that.
I'm watching the clock for you, man.
For even hearing me because they wasn't hearing me. They was going, Cal got my boy Cal cooking. You know what I mean? But look,
Cal got the stove turned off for
everybody, man. Y'all know it's always a build with me. Always a good conversation.
Cal is boiling water.
Much love to every last one of y'all, though, man. Big Dre, my guy Cal, cool guys, man. You already know, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat that stayed to the end of the show. Everybody hit that super chat. Much love to my guy Thomas Hill for the Cash App as well. Much love, man. Listen, we'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna do more panel talk because this is a to be continued, man. I ain't gonna lie. We need to come back. We need to start talking about matchmaking and all this stuff, man. We need to start talking about why these fights ain't happening, man. Shout out to
Let me do this commercial live for you, Jess.
Huh?
Let me do this commercial live, man.
Blessings to you, fellas. I'm out, man. Much love.
To you guys.
Peace. Go ahead, Big Dre. You good?
All right. The JBT is giving away a bag. That's right. I said the JBT is giving away a bag for the holidays. We're having a 50-50 raffle where one lucky winner will walk away with half of the money collected. Send your entries to $JBT Network 1. That's cash up your entry to $JBT Network 1. $5 per entry. $20 gets you 5 entries. The winner will be announced on December the 21st following the Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury heavyweight battle. Enter early, enter often, and remember, you can't win if you don't play. That is a 50-50 raffle for half of all the money collected. Winner will be announced December 21st. Get that entry in.
Yeah, heard it, man. So you gotta be in to win it. And crucial content. Shut up. What's good with it, Brody? Shout out to you. I was always about to read Kyle cool. Tankers never had a god dug him until recently. Yeah, that's true. I don't know why they creating that, but to each his own. You know what I mean? But boxing continues. Another dope build. Shout out to my guy Big Dre for the commercial. Shout out to everybody in the JBT family, man. Y'all go join that raffle. The winner is getting half the bag. So with that, man, I'll get with all you tomorrow. And we're going to build on this boxing. Peace to the fan.
Yo, you know the deal. We back again. We never slacking. Word 'em up. Ladies and guys, whether if you drunk or you high, it's time to pay respects to the illest man alive. If you think you got a point, he'll shrink you down to size. And from there it's downhill like a slinky or a slide. Open your eyes, got a deep connection with the rise, so you might see them jump in whenever they go live. Peep it, this channel blowing up now, it's not a secret. With tons of exclusive interviews to listen to. Them other channels I hate, but yo, they missing clues. They start narratives, sip the goose and twist the truth. It don't take a rocket scientist to get the proof. Just click the live. live at 4 p.m. Eastern time. But when you chime in, make sure you keep it kind. But if cowards want to debate, then it's feasting time. My man Jusdu shine, busy all the time. Grind 24/7, 365. Videos he might have 365. My rhyme's sick, they make you do a 365. You get a rich if you think you fit to survive. It's Jusdueboxing, time to click the live. Ain't no beginners, if you soft, you ain't down to ride. I crush you, respect too, it's Jusdu. He got the illest boxing show on the internet. The boy been a threat and he ain't even had dinner yet. Word him up. Yeah. You know what time it is. $4 p.m. Eastern. Click the link.
In the building. Make sure y'all subscribe to Jusdueboxing, the best boxing talk on YouTube.
Jusdueboxing in the building, 4 o'clock shorty, man. Y'all make sure y'all check him out. He's going to be live today at 4 o'clock, man. And he's going to be spewing some good stuff as he always do with an unbiased approach, man. He's probably the most unbiased channel on YouTube.
What's going on? And one of my favorite channels, if y'all into that pugilistic perfection, if y'all into that boxing, that's that boy Jusdueboxing here on YouTube. Make sure y'all check out Jusdueboxing, the only unbiased boxing channel on YouTube, because